Hey everybody, welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have one entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. Tonight. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have one entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners.
Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dude.
Hey guys, Barry Morgenstein, America's headshot photographer, coming to you from my New York City studio. Great friend of the Dumb Show. It is now time to put down the camera because it's almost 7 p.m. and I'm gonna watch the coolest, the most real and raw show on the internet. It's on every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the coolest guys, Matt, Olivia, Leroy, and Amy. You guys have to tune in to see it. It's gonna be something incredible every night. Check it out.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Avs are going for their, 25th win tonight?
24th or 25th?
25th. Yeah, it'd be 25, 2, and 7.
Yes.
Holy moly. Going to be an interesting game tonight. Who are we playing? Do you know?
Jets.
Oh, Winnipeg's having a bad year. So
Yes.
That's because Hellebuck's out. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show, folks. Yes, it is time. You can see to the right of the screen over there the drawing tonight, $25 entry, no limit. You can donate as many times as you want. One person has already donated 10 times. And we have some single donations too. Remember, if you donated in October, November, December, the $25, you'll be added to that. You'll get one entry. But if tonight you want to donate 100 times, you can. If you want to donate one time, you can. If you want to donate 5 times, you can. It doesn't matter. $25. as many times as you want, and you will be entered. Here is the video, just so we can make sure that everyone has a chance to see it before we get started tonight. We would appreciate it. Here it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry. If you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have one entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Good luck to all listeners. Just remember, we are giving away autograph of all 4 hosts, The Woke Mind Viruses, signed by T.S. Dixon, Rock and Soul, signed by Barry Morgenstein, a flag from Flags of Valor, a desktop flag, American flag made of wood, signed by a veteran. We've got the Don't Unfriend Me 2026 jacket, which hasn't been released yet, a $50 gift card to the store, a hat, a mug, and the 2025 donor shirt with your name on it. It'll have everybody's name who donated for the entire year of 2025, and that's going to be for sale as well. Then there's 4 other prizes. Liv, tell me the 4 other prizes, please.
The 4 other prizes. I know I should have this memorized, but I don't. Sorry.
That's okay. The second grand prize.
Second is a hoodie, choice of hoodie, or a $50 gift card to the store.
Next
is a hat, an autographed picture, or $30 gift card to the store.
Yep.
The next one is the donor t-shirt or $25 gift card.
Or coffee mug and $15 gift card. Those are going to be all of the... you know what? We're going to make that 5th prize a coffee mug and a $15 gift card. Okay, we're going to do it right. So you at least make your money back. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
that's the least. You're like, okay, well, I gave $25, but at least I get a shirt out of it. That is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to let you know the totals. We thought about it. We're like, let's not write the totals down and show everybody, and we don't want people to get discouraged. Don't. You're going to get your name in. It's a luck of a draw. You know how this works. Get into it tonight. We need it. Last night, we got destroyed on goal, and I think it's because everyone was hanging out for tonight. So Epstein files have been released. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that. We've got a whole bunch to talk about. Christmas sweater is out and ready to go. Got the avalanche hat on, and donations are coming in. Olivia's got her Christmas outfit on, and yeah, we've got some cool stuff to talk about.
All right, the first donation's coming in, and that is actually via our snail mail, so it does not count towards.
What does that mean?
Snail mail is somebody mailed a donation to our P.O. box.
Oh.
And Mike here has actually given us $12.34. It's like we're on his payroll because we get a check every week, like clockwork.
So nice, Mike.
Which is awesome. So we really thank him for that. So
it's Red Friday. God, Liv, this thing is like a vice. It's perfect.
Would you like to go take it off?
No,
here?
It's perfect in the waist. It's perfect it's not perfect in the arm. It's tight. It's just tight, and it's an XL, but daddy's stacked on top. I mean, what do you want? Anyway, I love the sweater. I want to get rid of it, but I need to like put it and stretch it out. It's constricting.
So one more thing before we get going, just so everyone knows, during the monthly giveaway, we've all been like, we'll cover it if someone can't, afford it or only can put in $10 or something. Tonight, unfortunately, there are no freebies. So if you can't afford it, I'm really sorry. I apologize, but the amount of prizes is too much that we can't give any away for free.
But if you want to go ahead and donate and put towards your donations to somebody, please let us know. We'll see how it goes. If it is an incredible success tonight, then we'll talk about it. If it's not, but we're putting in the end with shipping and everything almost $1,000 into this thing. So we really want to make it we want to make it good. Matt, I'm not finding the show on Facebook or Messenger. I don't know how that's possible because it's on Facebook. I didn't announce it because I got busy. So Liv,
yes.
Stall.
Okay, I've got a few donations put on him.
But stall.
Okay, I'm putting donations in now.
But stall.
I'm stalling.
You're not stalling. You're not talking. Talk.
I'm stalling. Okay, first donation is Angela Hills, wishing everyone a blessed Christmas with one entry. Thank you so much. The next one I'm getting in right now.
Thank you, Angela.
Appreciate it. Sorry, takes me a second to get them in.
Why don't you just
is Carrie Spricks. $25, one donation. Merry Christmas to the Spear family. Yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. Mr. Kevin Bernard, the Sh00ter, $25, one entry, and I will get these put in. We're just, since I'm trying to stall right here.
It's okay. Just you're
And
doing fine.
Christine Klug, Merry Christmas donation, $25 with one entry.
Thank you, Christine.
Thomas Cawthon, let's get this party started, 25 with one entry. And then the big one that was sent in.
Tamar Bush did one.
I know I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, okay.
That sent in earlier was Miss Deirdre Daly. She says, feeling 10 times lucky tonight, but every day is a lucky day being part of the Dump family. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you. With $250 for 10 entries.
Wow.
And then Tamar Bush, $25 with one. And I'm getting all of these in right now. I just wanted to shout them all out.
Yeah,
so.
you got to put them all in as fast
Yes.
as you can. All right, so this is all right. I just announced everything on Facebook and put it through Messenger. Let's make sure everyone got it. Sorry, I forgot. We're trying to get everything done. Too much. The Epstein files, of course, had to release right now.
Yeah,
And
of course.
we're working on that as we speak. Okay, this thing didn't post. Facebook, you suckus.
Gotta love technology.
Let me find the channel here. C channel. Rifles? No, not rifles. Come on. Really? Paste. Facebook. Send. Send. Share. 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 Oh my God, I hate you. I fucking hate you, Facebook. I can't stand you, Facebook. You're pissing me off. It's not. There it goes. Nope, it didn't. Dude, the channel thing that they do, it's screwed up. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's weird.
It never works. I try to announce it to everybody, and it's just broken. It just sucks.
All right, these are all the donations I've already called out. I'm just getting them entered in. But any new ones that have come in.
All right. Now I'm on Facebook and got notification before you start. All right. Okay, so Mitch says, I haven't been notified in the last week, so I went to my notifications on Facebook, put me in highlights instead of all notifications. Yeah, go to your notifications on Facebook and make sure you change the settings, folks. That's going to be the key to all notifications and all of that. All right, 362.34 so far. We have raised for the Friday show giveaway. We're still doing this, and please do me a favor. And if you have not had a chance to get involved, get involved. It's going to be a big show tonight. All right, so Epstein files have been released. Olivia is going to continue to put in donations, and we'll talk about it as we go through this. So here's the thing. I am not going to spend a lot of time on this. I have already, people are eating this up, and it's either, well, first of all, let me just give you the link. Okay. So everyone has it. Justice Department is putting people in line. We had access to it a little bit early. I hate that they do this. Twitter cloaks. Thomas, thank you for the donation.
All right, here we are. New donations.
All right, hold on a second. So if you go to justice.gov/Epstein, you can share it. You can do a search here and say you want to go ahead. I heard Michael Jackson's in it. You can do a search. Whoops, you got to spell it right. Michael Jackson, and you can see you were asked to be famous people. You said you met Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, oh really? And you're going to go look at these PDFs, and you can see how Michael Jackson's involved. Listen, I don't care. I really don't. And it's not that I don't care about the victims. This is so overblown, and people are already making this political. Half the people are saying, oh my God, it's been so redacted, you can't see anything. No idea what's in it. Like people are sharing pictures like this and saying it's all redacted. You folks, the reason why these are redacted, by the way, these are placeholders for the grand jury files that have been sealed. And the Trump administration is obviously making it very well known that they can't release these, and they're being told they can't. So they just sent you black files. The Department of Justice has every right to black out any information that is considered to be damaging to national security or put people at risk unwantingly, I'm not going to make excuses for it. Honestly, I don't care. I want the victims taken care of, and I want the people who are held accountable to serve time and put them in jail. The rest I don't care about. I don't care about any of this shit. Like, I am so sick of the drama. Leroy said it best last night. I just want to get to the things that are interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, tonight we have more drama to cover, and we have to. But with the Epstein files, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you go look and tell me what you think and what you found? Yes, I've seen the pictures of Bill Clinton. Wow, Bill Clinton was a philanderer? Really? I had no idea. Donald Trump's a philanderer? Oh, I had no idea. I'm aware. I know these things. And the question is, did they rape little girls, or did they have underage sex with girls or traffic girls? And if they did, may they swing. But if they didn't, I don't care. Who am I to say that? I got around plenty. And no, not with underage girls. But I'll tell you what, as long as that didn't take place, then so be it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just don't care. I really don't care. And if there were any girls who were underage, then that's what the grand jury's for. And if they weren't underage, then they were consenting adults, at least in that area, St. Croix Island and wherever they were, whatever state they were in, and they signed non-disclosure agreements and they got money. I don't really care. I just don't care. Because if there really was something there about Trump, we would have used it. If there was something about Biden, we would have used it. If there was something about Clinton, we would have used it against Bill Clinton when they ran in 2016. I don't care. I'm just done. I'm done. Epstein's dead. Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail. And if anyone else profited from this, may they swing from the yardarm. But until then, this is just more of the same. Just a bunch of shit that will not help you or me. Just like Hunter Biden. It does nothing for us. It does nothing for our pocketbooks, nothing for our republic. It just literally gets us frustrated because, once again, we are 1 year into Donald Trump's presidency. Nobody's been arrested. Nobody.
Yep.
So all the cases, Letitia James, thrown out. James Comey, thrown out. Fauci, pardoned. There's just nothing. Nothing's going to happen. So can we stop worrying about it?
Yes.
So there it is.
All right.
Go ahead and pop it in. Wow, I told you we should have done more than 2,500 because I think tonight's going to be busy. Keith Baker donated $103.48. Merry Christmas to the Spear family and all the dummies, Keith and Leia. Absolutely happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. We appreciate you guys. Olivia's getting the totals, and then she's going to put all the donations in. Then we're going to do the drawing when? Monday night?
I was thinking we would do it. Well, we
maybe 23rd, 24th, Christmas Eve?
I was thinking the 26th. That would be the last Friday of the month.
No, we should do it before Christmas.
Okay. Then maybe let's do it Christmas Eve, because I was thinking for Christmas Eve, instead of having a regular show, we just have a...
yeah, let's do the drawing on Christmas Eve. Everyone agree?
Yeah, and I was
you
thinking...
guys can all tune in for 30 minutes or so, right?
Yeah, I was thinking Christmas Eve, we'll do a small show, and it's where we share our favorite Christmas memories, and people can call in and share their favorite Christmas memories.
Will you wear the Mrs. Claus red leather outfit?
Sure, why not?
Score. Papa and Mama Saw say hi, Livy.
Hi.
Do they know you? They said Libby.
Yes, it's Courtney.
See, that always makes sense because everyone who knows you is Libby. Yeah. Bobby Richardson, 2625, for someone that needs help. Merry Christmas. Love you all. Thank you, Bobby. Dylan Hansen, the guy who looks like a woman. Nice hair, Dylan. It's lovely. What do you use, Pantene Pro V or your boyfriend's baby batter? Says Trump's a Sh00ter cuck, and way more drugs come out of Mexico, Colombia, and Peru than they do out of Venezuela. How's the national debt and liberal spending Trump's doing? LMAO. First of all, you've got to be a boomer. I mean, who uses LMAO and LOL anymore? Really? Isn't there something like Skibbity or Aura or something that your generation should be doing? I don't know, man. I'm not Donald Trump. I can't tell you. But your whole point is that Colombia, Peru, you're saying that they run drug boats to the United States? Is that your argument? So you want us to blow up boats that don't exist? How do they get it in? Do you know? You tell me. So your point is just because drugs come in from a larger abundance of other places, we should do nothing to stop any of the drugs coming in. Just go ahead and just let them come in. That doesn't make much sense. sense. As far as liberal spending Trump's doing, I'm not sure what you're talking about, liberal spending. What do you mean? What does liberal spending mean? I mean, like in the sense of unchecked? The United States, what do you want the United States government to do? You want us to go from spending, what, $23 trillion a year to spending zero? Is that what you're looking for? I mean, can you even possibly imagine if we just decided to go ahead and take 25% of the national defense and not pay for it? What about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid? What if we decided to do that? Isn't that what you guys bitch about all the time? So I really don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, it comes down to this. You guys say inflation doesn't matter. You let Joe Biden flirt with 10%, even 11% in an off period, and run that for 2 years, and he says it's transitory. And then Donald Trump comes in, he gives you the lowest, tied with the lowest that you saw in 2025 of February, at a 2.7% inflation. You guys still bitch. Oh, it wasn't a real number. Right, like the jobs report that Joe Biden fictitiously released for 18 months in a row with a positive jobs report that he had to redact the entire fucking 18 months. He didn't care about that. So I don't know, man. I don't want to get into the minutia of this because it doesn't matter. I don't defend Donald Trump's every action. I don't defend everything he does. Do I believe the government spends too much money? Sure. Do I believe that we need to go ahead and cut the budget? Yes. Is it going to happen? No. Are we going to hold people accountable? No, but that doesn't mean we can't do the news. But on your idea, it's, hey, man, there's too many boats out there, bro. Like, let's just go ahead and let them do that. I don't believe that. I still think we should do a show. I still think we should talk about these things. I think we should shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which one fills up first. That's why we're here. And by the way, your hair is lovely. I just, it's amazing. So is the beard. It's great. It's lovely. Nice talking to you, Bubba. Who else we got?
Joanne Townsend. Thank you, Matt and Olivia. Merry Christmas, everyone. 25 for one entry.
Joanne. Well, we've paid for the first grand prize. That's good. So I really hope this works out tonight. I'm very optimistic. Hey, if you can't be in on 12/24, it's probably going to be my mom's last Christmas, and we're having a family. First of all, you guys got to take care of yourselves. Mm-hmm. The winners are still going to be the winners, whether you're here or not.
And I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure we do it all. If another night works better for people, let us know. We'll go.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think Christmas Eve would be great. We can do it on Monday. It's like we always do.
Yeah, do it on Monday. That's fine. Okay. All right. You getting all these put in?
Yep.
Patricia Good donated $51.99. Good luck, everyone. I'm so excited. This is going to be a huge thing. I'm really pumped up. You guys, these are good prizes. I mean, if you haven't seen it, here it is one more time before you know how we do this on this night. We kind of spend the first 45 and go into this. We'll be a little later tonight. It is Friday night, but here it is. Oh, wait, our guy's back. Oh, hold on. We got to get the Goldilocks had something to say. Hold on, Goldilocks is back. It says no clown, comma. If you're going to call me a name, like a personal name, and make it a proper noun, you first of all capitalize it, and you got to put a comma afterwards. But it looks like you didn't graduate anything but salon school. No clown. The point is Venezuela is about oil. Well, isn't that funny? Why? Why do you think it's about oil? Otherwise, head crack down on important shit.
I think that's supposed to be heed. He just forgot that.
Oh, no, I know. Is it head or heed?
Heed.
Heed.
Like he would.
You want to give me what? You want to give me heed? With that hair, it's Christmas. I never know. You dress up like an elf, you're in. For a $4 trillion spending bill, who cares about Joe Biden? He can get fucked too. How about providing things and convicting people instead of bombing randos? Well, if you would have listened to the show, dickhead, I already said all that. So why don't you just call in and be a third host and just repeat everything I say? Because I just said nobody's going to be held accountable. I don't know, man. Why are you fucking talking to me about it? What do you want? But you want me to just call up Trump? Hey, D, what's going on, man? 4 trillion. Holy shit. What do you want? What do you want? We tried Doge. It got struck down by all the Democrats. What do you want from him? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, Washington's corrupt. You think I'm going to defend Washington? I don't know what you want from me. Seems like you're angry. Did you not get your milk and cookies?
No, probably not.
But, bro, I'm not going to disagree with you. The government's out of control. We're going toward a $50 trillion cliff. Once we hit 50 trillion, we're done. We can't even keep up with the interest. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know why you're so angry at me. Have you went outside, touched some grass lately? You look like a hippie. You got to spend some time hugging trees and stuff. You got to be in your natural environment. Sandra Edwards donated $30. Merry Christmas. Thanks, Sandra. Appreciate you. You're in it to win it. Paul Rivera says, got to jump in. Happy Red Friday. Paul, absolutely. $51.99 in it to win it. 2 entries into the contest. Good. So far, listen, as long as we make our money back and a little bit like our normal night, I'll be fine. Paul Rivera is in it to win it. All right, so let's get into this whole bunch of stuff. And I don't know who that guy was. What was his name?
I don't know.
Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan Hansen.
Dylan is his name. It's Norwedic. Dylan Hansen. Judy Gurley, Merry Christmas, 25. Dylan, listen, I want you not to be upset when we show you this, but Australians doing a gun grab. I'm sure you're happy about it. Let's go ahead and talk about Australia, their reaction to the Bondi Beach shooting and what took place there. I find this interesting because this is usually their reaction to just about everything. And listen to this and tell me what you think.
We know that one of these terrorists
Did a bit of shrimp on the barbie. Absolutely. All right, let's see what we've got.
A firearm license and had 6 guns.
Six guns. He was on my dick, and all the colleagues had a good time on my dick last summer.
In spite of living in the middle of Sydney suburbs there at Bonnyrigg. There's no reason why someone in that situation needed that many guns. There are now more than 4 million firearms in Australia, more than at the time of the Port Arthur.
Real quick, yes, we just hit Syria. I'll go into it in a little bit. Yes, this is called a blockade. It's a trade embargo. It happens. It's happened. It's not an act of war. And essentially, we're telling Venezuela, who decided to go ahead and privatize their oil and snuff out 3 of the major oil companies in the United States so we could not compete. The United States isn't happy about it. Donald Trump's not happy about it. So he's going to go ahead and flex the arms of freedom and democracy. And he is going to say, if you're going to send shipments of oil to countries where we have embargoes and blockades, not blockades, but trade embargoes on, and we have sanctions on, then you're going to have those confiscated because you're in international waters, and it's a violation of international trade and international maritime law. Okay, sounds good to me, but that doesn't mean it's all about oil.
Massacre nearly 30 years ago. The government will introduce legislation to support the funding of this buyback scheme and meet the costs on a 50-50 basis with states and territories. We expect hundreds of thousands of firearms will be collected and destroyed through this scheme. Consistent with the approach that was taken in 1996, the government is proposing that states and territories will be responsible for the collection, processing and payment to individuals for surrendered firearms. The Australian Federal Police will then be responsible for the destruction of these firearms. Australians are rightly proud of our gun laws, and until 5 years ago, Australians were rightly proud that there had not been a repeat of Port Arthur. They were rightly proud we're not home to the constant carnage we see in some countries. But there have been, of course, incidents in both Queensland and Victoria that have seen so-called sovereign citizens murder police officers. We will introduce this national buyback scheme to get guns off our streets and to help to assist to make all Australians safe.
Yeah, it's not going to make them safe, but okay.
No, that didn't work.
No, because criminals aren't going to turn their guns in.
Well, and when you call something a scheme, lover,
I saw that.
it doesn't necessarily ring off the tongue as something good for the people and the sovereignty.
Sandra Season, $25.
$25. Where did Dylan go? Did Dylan leave? Australia, don't turn your guns in. Very bad idea. They've already done it. I just love how they called it a scheme. I know, buyback scheme. We've got a scheme, see? This is really good for you people. I promise nothing's going to happen to you. Like that guy who decided to go ahead and go on a ritualistic stabbing today. I don't know if you saw this, but 3 were killed, 5 were injured as a knife attacker. He goes on a rampage in Taipei, in Taiwan, after setting off smoke bombs at the main train station and then started stabbing people like he is some sort of ninja. Yeah, this is, what do you do, ban knives? Here it is. Oh, Dylan, it's balls. It's got to. It's, you know what? He's enough like balls that we got to ban him. Just get rid of him. Well, they only had a gun. Yeah, it's just America. It's just that, you know, it's not like the 97 people who were stabbed in Japan and Tokyo. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you take all the guns away? The only thing that stops this type of stuff
Is the guns.
is guns. It's just the way it works.
Yep.
What do you want to do? So this is going to start happening. And the thing is do you want to know why the United States is susceptible? And I hate to say it. What are all these countries starting to do that's been taking place in Europe, that's been taking place in Japan, it's been taking place in South Korea, taking place in Kuala Lumpur, Sri Lanka? What's happening? The world is seeing an epidemic of mass immigration and mass illegal immigration into countries. Europe has completely lost its identity. And what do you think is going to happen? You're going to see that these countries that do not work with Western civilization, do not work with Western culture, that do not work with at least a sovereign government, which has a nation of laws and follows those laws, well, at least in spirit, you're not going to see this with a bunch of heathens. I'm sorry. It's just what you're going to get. And if you think that people who are demented, who are depraved, who are not sane, who want to cause mass casualty events, if you think they're not going to be able to get a truck, if you think they're not going to be able to make a bomb.
Look what happened in France a couple years ago. Their Independence Day, somebody drove a box truck.
It just happened in Waukesha, whatever the fuck you call it, in Wisconsin. It happens all the time. What do you want?
Everything. What are they going to do? There was a hammer attack in France when my mom was there. What are they going to do? Take away hammers, take away knives, take away cars? I mean, people will find a way. If they want to hurt people, they will find a way.
I'm sorry, but if you take a look at that Bondi Beach, and they're like, well, the officers started returning fire in 30 seconds. Some of them did. Olivia's going to show it to you tonight. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that person who was filming had a clean line of sight. You give that person a 9mm anything, 3 or 4 shots down range, going to take that guy out in a heartbeat. You've got to, you take, listen, I don't care what Australia does. I don't care what England does, but the United States has better figure it out, is that it's not the guns that are the problem. It's not the guns that are the problem. And to say that it's the guns is just a stupid,
it's a mental illness.
Stupid notion.
It's mental illness, and it's certain religions that think we're infidels. And
it's also unfettered access to prescription drugs and psychotropic drugs with absolutely no inpatient treatment. And the one thing that you didn't see from the 80s, yes, you saw some of these things. You saw the Texas, University of Texas shooter. You saw, serial killers. You saw people to go on shooting sprees. It's not that didn't take place. It's what you're seeing is the targets have changed. The targets are soft targets now. They're kids, they're schools, they're concerts, they're movie theaters. And it's abhorrent. And you're just like, this is not what we would come to expect from a person trying to make a statement, killing kids and stuff. And it's foreign to us. But the only way you're going to stop that is stop giving people SSRIs with absolutely no mental and preventive help.
Yeah.
And you give them these psychotropic drugs and with no guidance and with no ability to navigate through some of these feelings, what we do is we deaden the pain, or we change it so it becomes numb. Well, unfortunately, that only lasts so long. And then people come off that medicine, or they start drinking or taking other drugs, and then they have psychotic breaks. And is it true that every single one of these mass shooters are taking psychotropic drugs? No, but it's true that they're all effing insane, because there is a moral equivalency to not doing this when it comes to God's law and also the nation's law. And most people follow those who are decent and law-abiding citizens. And if you're not, there has to be some sort of disconnect from society that makes you a normal part of everyday society. And people go, well, what's normalcy? Well, normalcy is, not dressing up like a furry and shitting in a litter box. Normalcy is not getting your genitalia lopped off because your mom and dad said so and they wanted a boy instead of a girl. Getting abortions and literally having abortion birthdays for your dead fetuses. This type of shit is out there, and it's insane. And to see this happening all over the world and then make excuses. Well, it doesn't happen at the frequency of the U.S. No, it doesn't. But you also don't have the amount of access and the modern day slave plantations that we have. And if you took away all the inner cities and you removed those that are democratically ran, do you know where our crime rate would be? Do you know where we'd be with mass shootings on a global level? The United States would fall back. And if you take out suicides, the amount of gun deaths we have predominantly are accidental shootings and suicides. But if you even remove those, that changes the entire conversation inside the United States. But everybody wants to say it's the guns, it's the guns, it's the guns. Go ahead.
It's not.
Go ahead. Call it out.
I am. Susan McGoran, $50. Merry Christmas to you and your family. 2 more entries for Susie, please. That's my AKA.
Wait, what?
She calls herself Susie, so Susan McGoran is Susie. That's what we need to call her.
Okay, then don't put in Suzanne anymore.
Well,
right?
I now know that. That's
Weedy
the first time I've heard that.
Even says Devil's Playground. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Megyn Kelly had something to say on her show. Just call it out.
All right, CJ Jenkins, $50. Thank you very much.
CJ's in with 50. Folks, we're going to play the commercial. We're going to keep doing it just so everybody knows what's going on. Everyone's seeing all this money coming in. Go, what the hell's going on? Here it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry. If you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have 1 entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Good luck to all listeners. All right, $25 gets you in. We have a ton of people. That's all right. It just refreshed. We have a ton of people who are getting in. Deborah McLaughlin is in at $26.25. Good luck, you guys. Yep, good luck, everybody. We're getting a ton of donations in. Barry and Shelly are at dinner, and they said that they are not here tonight. Liv, would you send here? I'm going to send this to Barry so he can see it. He's at dinner. He goes, damn, wish I was watching. Me too. All right, so there it is. Okay, so
all right. Donald Thompson, a young couple paid for my groceries tonight, so I'm paying it forward. Merry Christmas.
Donald, thank you so much.
2 entries for someone, because Bobby paid for somebody else's entry as well. So if you guys have someone in mind,
wait, what?
Let us know. Bobby paid for somebody else's entry as well.
Oh, okay. So we have
we've
two.
Got 2.
So
entries. If you guys have somebody in mind, please let us know.
Yeah. Megyn Kelly had some things to say about Candace Owens. She was back on the air. I just want you to listen to this. This is giving her a chance to kind of put the proverbial caca back in the horse after telling her entire audience to go F themselves and all of her friends. Here it is.
The media reaction has been shocking, but not surprising. Again, with reporters and pundits claiming the motive is unclear. Despite alleged shooter Tyler Robinson telling his parents there's too much evil, and he, referring to Charlie, spreads too much hate.
Just hear me. Tried to defend his.
Yes, I did hear Ben Shapiro's message, and I also heard Tucker Carlson's. We're going to talk about that tonight. Yep, we got a lot on tonight. And I got to say, I've never seen a Christian shill for Muslims so hard in my life with Tucker Carlson. Good for him. I also find it interesting that Ben Shapiro, although it was one hell of a speech, pretty much said to castigate aspersions on other people whose opinions are different than you, and I don't think that's in the spirit of Charlie Kirk, but I did like his message overall. Did you notice they left him off the TPUSA website and Ben Shapiro wasn't even invited to this. It's interesting.
Significant other, not trying to defend some ideology.
Okay, not for nothing, but the lower third on that whole SOT, which was on CNN, said docs, and they're referring to the indictment. Docs. Suspect's mom said he had grown pro-gay rights, pro-trans ideology. But the hour before, Caitlin Collins was telling Ted Cruz, we don't know the motive. Why don't you read your lower third? You try reading. It could help you. And then they platform this Montel Williams, who's lost his mind.
You know, this is how we get here. So first of all, let me take on the first part of the premise of your question, that it was President Trump's rhetoric that led to an assassin killing our friend Charlie Kirk. That's a blatant lie. It's a defamatory blaspheme, and it's inappropriate in the setting. Let's just make clear. This guy was motivated by leftist ideology. We know it from the bullet casings. We know it from the Utah governor. We know it from his own mother. Yes, we do. Let's be really clear on that.
Speaking of learning to fight and the right understanding, like the stakes are extremely high, and we're just not going to allow it. We're just not going to allow the bastardization of Charlie's memory. We are not going to allow this thing to be blamed on MAGA when we know who shot Charlie Kirk.
Is this not amazing? Is she completely disassociated from the fact of that she has been protecting Candace Owens and saying how good of friends they are? And this is literally all that Candace has been doing for the last 3 months, is doing exactly what she's saying should not be done.
And I also thought the fact that she say that I won't say anything about Candace because I don't really know her.
Right. That's right. And this is everything that Candace is doing. And she's like, it's like
buddy.
Lady, are you kidding me?
And what the motives were, that's what Kimmel was commenting on. That's one of the reasons why tempers were so flared. And he tried to blame this murder on MAGA, which was what was so incendiary and deeply wrong and immoral about his comments. So I did not get the chance to talk about Jimmy Kimmel's return. And I have a few things I want to say about it. He wasn't sorry about what he said about MAGA.
So it seems that Megyn Kelly is completely fine with calling other people out when she doesn't know them, insulting people, even her friends like Ben Shapiro and Dave Rubin, and casting aspersions upon them. But she won't talk about Candace Owens. Why? She openly admitted that Candace Owens and her don't even know each other. They're not even friends. And I will tell you why Megyn Kelly doesn't want to go after Candace Owens. And it's really simple. Their audience demographic cross-pollinates. And if she goes after Candace, her ratings are going to suffer. That's what this is about. And you know what? I got to respect Megyn Kelly because she got here by not doing that. She became very, very popular. She burned every bridge outside of Fox News and she left and went over to the three letters. Then coming away from that, creating her own network. I got to admit, I love Megyn Kelly. I will still listen to her. But this is some bullshit. And it's hilarious. It's like, lady, if you're going to set your standards and ethics and credo, you should probably apply it to everybody. But the fact that you will not go after your friends, but you go after Ben and Dave Rubin, but you won't go after Tucker, and you will not, and you speak ill of every single person that you don't know and aren't friends with, but protect Candace, is just obviously we know why. I mean, is that clear?
Absolutely. To me, it is.
Come on. It's so blatant.
Breeding the Charlie Kirk shooter, which was a lie. And the reason I know is because he didn't correct the record, nor did he apologize. That's because he was a leftist. If this guy had right-wing messages on those bullet casings, you think Jimmy Kimmel would be saying, oh, he's just sick. He didn't represent anyone. If it's a leftist, then all the messaging, all of their political ideology, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. That's what's so interesting about this particular assassination when we talk about motivation. He was a political assassin, plain and simple, and was no more crazy than anybody who takes murder as an option is crazy. And he won't acknowledge that. I don't think he represents anybody. Yes, no, he does. He was indoctrinated by the left.
Courtney,
by rhetoric
Merry
from
Christmas.
The left.
This is the extent of my Christmas cheer, and glad it's here. Thank you, Courtney. We appreciate you participating in the giveaway tonight.
Kimmel espouses all the time. He cried for himself because he almost lost his precious...
Debbie Boggs, donate $25. She's in it to win it. Folks, $952. We're not even in the first hour yet. We would love to continue to keep crushing this thing. Let's go. Huge grand prize. We'll go ahead and play that commercial in a second.
Show, Eliana. That's why he was able to work up that emotion into his voice because, oh my God, I'm not going to be on this stage under the Klieg lights anymore.
I think what was enraging about the faux apology is that what he said was, I didn't mean.
All right. I think that's enough. I think I've given you enough receipts to show you. Just, Megan, do better, right? Do better. Call Candace out. Call Tucker out when they're wrong. Support them when they're right. When they wear stupid sweaters that are way too freaking tight on top, make sure you call that out too. But I'm just tired of it. I really am tired of it. Chad Prather, listen, I listen to Chad Prather too, but Chad, he rides the fence too. I like Candace, but people need to knock that shit off. You don't need to make a clarifying statement that I like this person before you can say, you know what, I disagree with them. I don't agree with what they're saying. It's not that hard. There's nothing. Leroy did it last night. He disagreed with me vehemently. I disagree with him. And we didn't go, I really like you, but here's something that's interesting. We talked about this, but guys, the brown shooter. And I wanted to play a clip from last night, or Tuesday's show. And by the way, if you have not liked and shared the show, please do. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, please hit the like button. Get this out as much as we can. But if you have not had a chance to see that show with Leroy on last Tuesday, you remember we saw the video of the alleged shooter, and his name is Neves Valente. And Neves originally was from Portugal, was a former Brown University PhD in physics. You remember what we said, aged between, anywhere from 35 to like 45 years old. Well, he wound up being 48. Said that he was European, felt that he was not American, that he had, Persian black curly froey hair, which he did, extremely stocky, overweight and about 5'8". All of those things were true. The one thing I did say is that he had a gait, a walk that was like military step. But when he put his arms behind his back, that's not parade rest. Parade rest is stacking hands middle of the back. He had his down by his ass. Asians put their hands on their hips. People, Scandinavia, usually one hand and a slight lean on the shoulder. People have different ways of standing and different mannerisms. And to me, he looked like a European. You guys heard what we said, and this is what came about of it. It came about, and then you guys can hear this piece real quick, if you just to jog your memory. There's just little things. It does not. This mannerisms, honestly, the way he's standing and holding his arms behind his back, that's a European thing. That's a European thing. People in the U.S. don't hold themselves at parade rests like that.
Drop it hard.
So, and then I took it down off Facebook because the idiots just kept talking and chapping and chirping. Oh, well, I'm a veteran and I stand like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I have never seen somebody stand at parade rest who's an ex-vet unless they're in ceremony on the flag or whatever, or standing at attention when they're in the service. But most vets do not do that. No. Just ridiculous. And I'm not saying that some people can't. Just because I say that Americans don't, it doesn't mean that not one American does. I mean, that's just so stupid. What I'm saying is that all of the things put together, short frame, stocky, a little bit fat, darker persuasion, dark eyes, and the way he stood led me to believe that he was European. And guess what? He was. So, at least we got that right. Somebody said, hey, Chuck Schumer signed into law something that allows him to blow up drug boats back in 80s. It was actually, 86. I did a video on this yesterday. I'll show it to you. It's actually doing quite well. This was originally from...
This in front of me?
This was from Real America's Voice. And here's the video just to clarify. It's absolutely 100% true.
This is the Maritime Drug Law Enforcement Act of 1986, authored by a member of Congress in 1986 from the state of New York. His name, Chuck Schumer. He wrote the law that passed almost unanimously that makes it legal to blow drug boats out of the water. It happened in the 80s a lot, in the 90s a lot. Go ahead, look it up, folks. Chuck Schumer, the author of this bill that made what we're doing with Venezuelan drug boats fully legal. We don't need permission from the rest of the world. Chuck Schumer gave us that in 1986.
Drop it hard.
People have such short memories.
Yep, and that's why we're here, right? To give them all the facts and help them understand these type of things. So this is what we do, folks. And if you appreciate what we do, you can help us, because at the end of the year, we're doing this massive drawing. And in this drawing, we are giving away some serious prizes. The prizes are listed as the following. Here is a photograph that you can take a look and see. $25 entry, no limit on the $25 entry. You can enter as many times as you like tonight. $50 gift card to the Don't Unfriend Me store. The Don't Unfriend Me show jacket, the new version in 2026, soon to be revealed. The 2025 donor shirt was soon to be revealed, which will have a list of all the donors of 2025, like a tour shirt. The Woke Mind Virus, autographed by T.S. Dixon. Rock and Soul, autographed by Barry Morgenstein. A Dumb Nation mug. A wooden desk flag carved and painted by Flags of Valor, signed by a veteran. And a Dumb Show autographed photograph of all of the host, along with a hat. Folks, that's the first place prize. There are also 4 other place prizes. Libby's going to tell you what they are. Go, Liv, go.
Oh, I am sorry. All right. Number 2, you have your choice of a hoodie or a $50 store gift card. Number 3, you get a hat and autograph picture or a $30 gift card to the store. Number 4 is a donor t-shirt or $25 gift card to the store. And last but not least, you get a mug and a $20 gift card, or 15.
$25, folks, brings you into it. Here's the commercial, and then we're going to bring something else for you. Be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have 1 entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. All right, folks, thanks for letting us do that. And remember, this is going to be open all night. We've already collected $1,000. We put a goal of $2,500. I think it's something we can hit, especially if Shelly and Barry get home from dinner soon enough. Loretta Lewis donated $25. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, and to all my dumb friends. Good to have you guys entered to the contest. Let's keep going. And Angie, we understand that things are tight right now. Angie, I know we put you in for, I believe, one of the drawings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we do have 2. So maybe you can decide how we want to put those in, okay?
Okay.
All right, folks, because we really, we're putting a lot into this. So, all those prizes on all 5 of the prizes, it's quite a bit. So we're trying to keep driving the number. We're hoping people enter multiple times, but if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. DOJ releases batch of the Epstein files. Watch this. This is on MS Now. No longer MSNBC. It's hot in here. MS Now, because you made me turn the fan off. So watch their reaction to the Epstein files here. And folks, please do me a favor. If you're on Facebook, please hit the like button. We only have 72 likes, but we have over almost 100 people looking and watching. That's crazy. We should have more than that. Please hit the like button. Here is the MS Now reaction of the Epstein files.
I'm going to tell you, Nicole, I saw something that when I opened it, I gasped because I thought we were going to see something. And what I saw instead was a 100-page document that says Grand Jury of New York at the top of it. And that's the only text that you can see.
Oh,
and it goes on for 119 pages, where every single page of it is completely and 100% blacked out, but for the Bates number, meaning how the Department of Justice has numbered these pages. It bears a stamp of EFTA, standing for Epstein Files Transparency Act, and the number of the document that corresponds to it. But over 119 pages, 100% completely redacted. And we will tell you, Nicole, I saw something that when I opened it, I gasped.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but anyone who is surprised, isn't this what the media said that the Department of Justice was doing the whole time? You know, is that they were redacting files? Why are you surprised?
She gasped.
Oh, dun, dun,
shocking.
dun. Really? Like,
shocking.
So shocking. So shocking.
So shocking.
Ben Shapiro came out on TPUSA's.
Jesse Vello, Merry Christmas. $25. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. That puts us over 1,000, folks. Good. We've pretty much paid for all the prizes now. And now hopefully what we can do is make our nightly goal and maybe a little bit of extra. So let's keep it going. We keep crushing this. Bondi needs to be fired. I would not have a problem with that.
Brian,
she hasn't done anything.
$25. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian. All right, so let's get into this. Chuck donated, but Chuck is getting T.S. Dixon's book, and I'm sure we could ask Barry too. But we got your back, buddy. We got you. We appreciate you putting it in. It's not that the sweater's so like it's.
Thanks, Chucky.
It's this.
So big.
It's this.
It's muscular.
It's this stuff. Does it look that bad?
No, it doesn't look bad at all.
Dodie says I should change. I think she thinks it looks bad. Dodie, are you saying my sweater looks bad? Is that what
No, she thinks you're uncomfortable because you keep pulling on it and stuff.
Is that
if you're that uncomfortable, go change. Seriously, I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
No, it's okay. I guess. It's fine. How about this? Let's do U.S. forces in Syria.
Okay.
Why release the files? Because they forced them to release the files. That's why. See, the Department of Justice gets to redact files based upon just national security and sources of information that could harm people inadvertently, and they have a right to redact, and they force them to. Steve says, "Calm down, Benny." That's true. No, Benny said, "Oh yeah, just oh." Oh.
Let me interrupt your love with yourself first over here. Janet Crenshaw, Merry Christmas. Cheers to another great year in 2026.
Absolutely. Thank you. Did you put in Chucky?
I did.
All right. Okay, so let's do the Syria thing. Then we'll go to Ben and Tucker's comments at TPUSA. So this was just released by Dodie says exactly Olivia Spear. I'll be uncomfortable for Christmas. I'm fine. Listen, this thing was this tight last year. There's nothing I can do. I haven't gained any.
You're used to looser t-shirts.
I don't know. I'm used to tight on top, but this is a different type of tight. This is suffocating tight.
Because it's a sweater.
I mean, look at the shoulders, for God's sakes. They're just like, vrump.
Mine hung off me. Mine was actually very comfortable.
Benny, is he on tonight?
Oh my God.
Okay, so here is Brett Baer covering Syria. It's about 2 minutes. I know a lot of people are interested. Did we hit Syria tonight? Yeah, we hit Syria tonight. We're going to continue to hit Syria. They done fucked up. Here it is.
Breaking now. We begin tonight with President Trump's response to last week's killing of 2 American service members and a civilian interpreter in Syria. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth calls new airstrikes tonight in Syria a declaration of vengeance against ISIS terrorists. We have Fox team coverage on the breaking story. Trey Yanks is in Tel Aviv with reaction to the strikes, and Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin starts us off with what we know here in Washington. Good evening, Jennifer.
Good evening, Brett. A senior U.S. official tells Fox the U.S. military has struck more than 50 ISIS targets in the past 2 hours following the president's order to, quote, hit them hard after the killing of 3 Americans Saturday, 2 members of the Iowa National Guard and their civilian translator, by a member of the Syrian security forces. U.S. Central Command launched a massive strike on dozens of ISIS targets in an operation called Operation Hawkeye Strike. Iowa is the Hawkeye state. The strikes took place at multiple locations across Syria. The targets include ISIS infrastructure and weapons storage sites. Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth tweeted, quote, this is not the beginning of a war. It is a declaration of vengeance. The United States of America under President Trump's leadership will never hesitate and never relent to defend our people. Sergeant William Nate Howard, 29, of Marshalltown, and Sergeant Edgar Torres Tovar, 25, of Des Moines, and their civilian interpreter, Ayad Mansour Sakat of Michigan, returned home in a dignified...
Hey, look, Donald Trump didn't check his watch. And yes, I know it's a sweater. I get it. Yes, I'm making a fuss.
Transfer Wednesday at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware, where they were met by the president. The December 13th attack, which took place while a senior U.S. military commander was meeting his Syrian counterparts near Palmyra in central Syria. Afterwards, Syrian security forces helped carry out 10 partnered operations across Syria that led to the death, we're told, or detainment of more than 24 ISIS-affiliated individuals. The U.S. provided support during those raids. Those raids, Brett, led to the confiscation of electronics and individual interviews that resulted in the intelligence used for this operation to locate potential targets. A CENTCOM review is ongoing into the exact affiliation of the Syrian gunman who joined the security forces just 2 months before. The gunman was in the process, Brett, of being removed from the Syrian military for suspected jihadist ties. Brett?
I mean, Jen, more than 24 targets. That's quite a lot, actually.
That's a lot. It included airstrikes as well as artillery strikes. We'll have to see some of the bomb damage assessment, but this was a very, very broad set of strikes.
Good. Should have nuked them. Would have been an easier solution. Dodie, I know I'm just teasing you right back. Hegseth names operations, no doubt. Actually, no, that's not how it works. Operations are done by strike teams. So it's actually not done by anyone in CENTCOM or USSOC or JSOC or whatever. It's done ultimately by the strike teams. So depending if it's Army intelligence, Navy intelligence, or a mixture of all, Joint Special Operations Command, Special Forces, just depends who it is, USSOC or whatever. And it could be a carrier battle group that does the strike. It could be a tank or a battalion, or it could be an air wing. But ultimately, each one of those groups has strike teams, and these strike teams write the strike packages, what I used to do in Intel. And we name it. And how we name it is that we have designated areas. So, like, you wouldn't say, if you're going to do a strike in Serbia, oh, no, we'll say Siberia. You wouldn't call it the barking weasel. It makes no sense, right? It's just stupid. But what you could say is albino ferret. And that gives you a sense of weasel and white, and it coincides with Siberia. Just like if you're going to do something in South America, you wouldn't say the onyx polar bear, right? You would try to go ahead and say something like the Chilean rooster, whatever. But when you write strikes, whether it be Odin's spear or whatever it would be, you have a series of Alpha and Bravo designations. And on Alpha, you'll have Odin, you'll have Kratos, you'll have Achilles, you'll have Hercules, you'll have whatever, all these different names, right? And then on the right, you'll have other names that are more descriptors. So it'll be like javelin or stiletto or dagger or spear or harpoon. And then what they do is they ultimately put those together, and then you'll get like Kraken's harpoon, or you'll get like Kratos's Leviathan. And that's how the names are named. And it's not named by somebody. That's not how it works. So it's just randomly selected based upon code words that make sense to the geopolitical area and words that would align with what the overall mission descriptors would be. But you don't want to give it away. Like like with Iran, you don't want to be like decimate Iran's nuclear facility. Operation, that's stupid. You're giving it away. But if you say, the prickly pear, Operation Prickly Pear.
Dinner out.
Operation Dinner Out is another perfect example. Operation Dinner Out. So the barn door is ajar. The geese are flying south for the winter. So no, Pete Hegseth doesn't. The ugly chinchilla. Exactly. There it is. Right. Perfect. But I promise you, the words selected seem to be a little beefier. I agree with you. Some of some of the things that are coming out seem to be very Greek and Roman and Norse type influence. So maybe they've changed that. They sound very strong, right? You're not going to have the hairy chinchilla. Right? Chinchilla.
The ugly chinchilla.
I know what the hairy chinchilla is. That's from a movie. So who all has their Powerball tickets for tomorrow night? Right now you have them. This is your Powerball ticket, $25. Jennifer McCarver in 3 entries into this. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have 1 entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. So you can get in, still open. We're doing really, really well, and it seems that the numbers are a-climbing, so we'll continue to do it. I didn't know Jen, whatever her face is, decided to come back over to Fox News. That's surprising to me. I'm turning the lights on and turning them off again. Where did it go? Don't do anything. There it is. Okay. So, all right. So there we go. So anyway, Syria effed around and found out. I expected something like that. Tommy Coughlin, always, I get 5 for 5 separate drawings. I don't care if it's 50 million. Listen, if any of you win the lottery, I expect a very large donation. Thank you very much. And Tommy, if you want to get into more gambling, this is legal gambling, and get into a drawing, a donation, and it just enters you to win these amazing prizes that we just had to show you. Here's Ben Shapiro, who went into TPUSA, was not invited on the original docket.
Really?
Nope. Matt, if I win that Powerball, you'll have an amazing new show sponsor. Oh, holy shit, Tommy. If that happens, I will go through the moon. Like I just hope one of my dumb show dummies wins. So I just want one of you guys to win. You know what I mean? That would be awesome. That would be, yes, I totally want money. So yes, that's true. Tommy's like, here's $10. Like,
here's
Tommy.
$10 a month.
You, Tommy. No, I'm kidding. Here's Ben Shapiro. Listen to this. And then we'll have Tucker Carlson apologize and say how Muslims are looked down upon in the United States. And that's not right.
That is retarded, and we are all more retarded for having heard it.
Carrie with the win. The odds of winning are better on this show than Powerball. Yes,
go.
they are, Carrie. Although we have a person who got 10 entries. I'm just saying.
Bannon, for example, accuses his foreign policy opponents of loyalty to a foreign country.
Tommy says it'll be 25. Thanks, Tommy. We'll try not to spend it all in one place.
He's not actually making an argument based in evidence. He's simply maligning people that he disagrees with, which is indeed par for the course from a man who was once a PR flack for Jeffrey Epstein. Check the record. Our duty to provide you evidence means we actually have to do much more than just ask questions. Just asking questions is something my 5-year-old does. And it's really cute when it comes from my 5-year-old.
Yes.
But when grown men and women spend their days just asking questions without, seeking answers, they are lying to you.
Yes.
In fact, they're doing something even worse. They are seeding distrust in the world around you, and they are enervating you in the process. So, for example, if many speakers, including Tucker Carlson and others, get on stage here at TPUSA and claim, without proper evidence, that Jeffrey Epstein was running a Mossad rape ring being covered up by the Trump administration, they are not actually uncovering a conspiracy or effectuating a solution. They are claiming a special provenance to information they won't let you see, which builds their power and leaves you with none. They are also implicating in their speculation actual human beings, good human beings, like Kash Patel and Dan Bongino and Pam Bondi, and yes, the President of the United States, even if they're too cowardly to say President Trump's name. And that means you won't trust those good people in the future. You haven't gotten smarter, you've just been manipulated. When forced to demonstrate their evidence, these same people will often refuse to provide it. They'll claim ignorance. They'll pretend they're outside the system, and they don't have access to actual information. You know, they're just asking questions. But many of these same people have direct pipelines to informational sources. So, for example, if Tucker wants answers to his questions about, say, Jeffrey Epstein, he could call the Vice President of the United States. He's quite close with him.
Right.
But he won't, because that might undermine the empty speculation. None of this means there aren't actual real conspiracies in the world. Of course there are. But actual conspiracies require actual evidence. Yes, there was a Russiagate conspiracy, and we know the names of the people involved and what they did. We know Hillary Clinton and Fusion GPS and James Comey and Loretta Lynch and Adam Schiff. We know all of those people. Yes, there was a COVID-19 conspiracy. We know that Anthony Fauci worked to shut down alternative solutions from people like Jay Bhattacharya. But when people posit a conspiracy and then provide you no evidence, they are doing you a fundamental disservice, and they are making you stupider in the process.
That's pretty good. And if only something like this would have been said for the last 5 years, and there was a channel talking about that, just because there are conspiracies in the world, just because there are nefarious people doing nefarious things, doesn't mean that everything is a conspiracy. Doesn't mean that everything needs to have questions surrounding it until the end of time, like the fucking moon landing. Either come to grips with the fact that we landed on the moon, or fuck off. Either come to grips with the world is not flat and is a globe, or fuck off. Either understand that Lee Harvey Oswald most assuredly was a patsy in the John F. Kennedy assassination, or fuck off. And more than likely was working with the CIA and did not die under the Dallas Police Department that morning, or fuck off. Ben Shapiro is absolutely right about this. The problem that I do have with Ben Shapiro is going to TPUSA in a Charlie Kirk event and saying you need to essentially condemn people for having an opinion that's different than yours. I don't condemn Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson for their opinions. I just say that they're wrong. And Ben is at the point where he's like, they need to be deplatformed. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. In fact, I will defend Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, and Tucker Carlson, and every other idiot like Jake Shields and Stu Peters, who honestly, if I had my druthers and we had a purge night where we could do the purge, I would probably go ahead and take out Stu Peters or Jake Shields. It doesn't mean that they can't have a voice. And I don't want anyone hurt. I don't care, because these guys are probably really nice guys in person, but they are performing a ritual every single night, and people are eating it up like the WWE. Is stupider a word, or should it be more stupid?
I think it's more stupid.
More stupid is the proper English, but stupider is actually a word. So stupidest. And if stupidest can be a word, then stupider can be a word. And although it's not grammatically okay, like can't, formal English has gone by the way of the dodo. What we grew up with no longer matters.
Considering what new words have been put in the dictionary as actual words now.
Right. You can't believe how many people, when I get on, I'm playing on Arc Raiders and I'm talking to people, they're like, hey, bro, you're really cool, but you sound like a fag. Thanks, dude. And they don't mean fag like fag, but like fag like a dork, like a scholarly.
That's like the new word for
scholarly dork. You're a nerd. You sound too. A lot of people are like, dude, you sound like you're a radio show host, and I'm like,
really?
It's funny you say that. I've been thinking about taking one of my extra mics down there and pumping it into the PS4 and streaming. Well, maybe I'm actually really. Can I just be honest?
Starting a streaming channel
in the morning.
Oh, that would be cool.
Do a gaming streaming channel.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yep, I'm thinking of
doing it. Would it be
off
of this show? What would you name it?
Completely off of this show.
What would you name it?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. Honestly, Game Crazy.
Can you do that?
Yep, Game Crazy's out. Their patent, their logo, everything is completely not copyright protected. So Game Crazy, I could use it, use the logo. I'm thinking of doing it.
Oh, that would be cool.
But I'm thinking of streaming because I've got the downstairs. That wall can become a green screen, and I've got the TV, I've got the setup, I've got the audio equipment. Why not just do a stream and start streaming video games? Because I'm funny enough. I mean,
you are. I mean, friggin' some of the videos, it's hilarious.
I
think it would be funny.
Pretty funny.
Yes.
All right, so there's Ben Shapiro, but that's just something for 2026 I'm thinking of. And a lot of people enjoy watching people stream games. And I know I'm old, but, I'm not bad. I'm not a PvP guy. I'm kind of a PvE guy. But if I have to be PvP, I will hone my capabilities. So that is Ben Shapiro. Listen, I agree with Ben Shapiro. I just don't think you should deplatform Tucker. You know what I mean?
Yes. Go ahead. Anonymous from Vegas donated 100. Jim and Lincoln want 2 spaces, and they want to donate for 2 others from their allowance. Merry Christmas to all. Stay safe.
Thank you. I know who you are. I agree with you, Frederick. Ben did a very good job. My son does that. Maddie makes money from it. Yep, it's very good money. And I've got relationships in the gaming industry, a lot of them. I have a lot of friends who make games, who are developers, who are streamers, and I'm thinking of doing it. It's just something in the morning. I don't want to do another show, but I think streaming, a couple hours a day would be cool. And if I'm going to play games anyway, why not? You know what I mean? But I think I would name it Game Crazy and do the logo and everything because Game Crazy a lot of us who are here know what Game Crazy is. It's the old video game store that was attached to Hollywood Video.
Yep.
There's no more licensing for it, so I could use the logo and the name and nobody can touch it. And I could copyright it too. So, and then, we'll see what happens. Be cooler if you played cool games. Dude, Arc Raiders is ridiculous.
I need to use
Bubba, Debbie Hensley donated $50. If we can, I swap it for an autographed feet pic. We'll not for 50. Maybe. All right. So 1352.30 is where we're at. Let's go ahead and get into the Tucker speech. Where is it? Oh, I thought I saved it. Yeah, so Tucker came out and he immediately threw Ben under the bus. And essentially was like, well, I just got here. I didn't hear. Did I miss something? And it was Ben, and then he, mocked Ben. Matt, cut the idea in post before someone steals your idea. Just a suggestion. What are you talking about? Oh, with the game stream? Oh, they're not going to be able to take it. Trust me. They're not going to take it. That's a long story, but they're not going to take it. We're good. Trust me. Anyway, so here's Tucker Carlson's, just some of his speech. And he went on for 16, 17 minutes and just completely unhinged, just weird as hell. CIA plant, $50 million boy. Here it is.
Most people agree with that. Most Americans have more in common with each other than they disagree on.
Bubba, I won't play you in Madden. I'll play you in hockey. I'll play Madden, but I'll give you a game. But I'm not excellent at Madden. In fact, I used to be. NFL 2K, shit. I'd spank you on every day, twice on Sunday. But Madden, I haven't played Madden in years because it sucks. It's the same game. It's just reskinned. I'll play an NHL, EA Sports any day of the week. I'll pull my goaltender for all 3 periods if you want. Liv, tell him.
Yes, he will. I won't play him in hockey. Period.
Yes.
I'll play most other games, but I will not play him in hockey. Period.
Yeah, Arc Raiders is a great game, Bubba. It is freaking hilariously fun. You would love it. Anyway, let's listen to Tucker.
Real quick, I forgot to say this, to see what JD said if he won the lottery, what he would do.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, buy the Broncos.
And make E a board member.
Broncos are worth like what, $6 billion or some shit now? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Most people agree with that. Most Americans have more in common with each other than they disagree on. And almost everybody agrees on that. And almost everybody is willing to tolerate a good faith argument about how to get there. Except a few. And they're the ones running around calling everyone an anti-Semite. But everyone else is like, yeah, of course, that should be the debate. And they'll vote for you. They want that because they know they haven't had that. That's the fact. And what you're watching now, attacking millions of Americans because they're Muslims, it's disgusting. And I'm a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I know there's a lot of effort to claim I'm a secret jihadi. I'm not. You should not attack people on those grounds. And you're seeing it from Republicans. What the hell are you doing? What you're doing is trying to divide the country. And I've lived through 50 years of this crap. All these fake race wars that they're always promoting. Oh, go hate each other while we loot the treasury. That's exactly what's going on. And most people are totally sick of that. So yes, there is a possibility for a huge coalition of decent people once they free their minds from the traps set for them by others and realize, wait a second, we all want to make this country better. And the 15% or 30% who don't, okay. You know, good luck in Maryland or wherever you wind up. But the rest of us would like to fix it.
So the Jews are paying people $7,000 to.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Qatar is paying him.
I wonder how much money he got.
Exactly from the Muslims. I'm wondering.
How
something
dare you
tells
go
me
after
he's not going to be
Muslims?
invited next year.
No, he will be. They put him on the front page. I'm telling you right now, TPUSA will disassociate from all Jews within the next 365 days.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I believe that. I believe TPUSA is going to completely shed Jordan Peterson, completely shed Ben Shapiro, and just move away from all Jews.
Really?
I do. Because this is what their youth movement inside TPUSA wants. So now it's not Israel and Netanyahu, it's just Jews. Jews to all do. So the masks are going to fully slip. Just no Jews. Jews are gone. No more. If you're Jewish and you're American and you have an opinion, nah, you don't get an opinion anymore. Isn't that interesting for people who are preaching that Muslims are okay? How is TPUSA, if they are upset with Jews being overrepresented, then why are they okay with Tucker Carlson talking about Muslims? What's interesting is Tucker Carlson didn't have this opinion a year ago. Tucker Carlson was all about Israel, was all about Jews. In fact, he ultimately said that this had nothing to do with Jews. It had everything to do with Israel. Well, now not only has he essentially condemned Israel and all of their influence in the United States, and they're not the ally of the United States, and actually they're the enemy of the United States, because he's just asking questions. It's now not only do we have to castigate aspersions on Jews, you have to accept Muslims openly. And you can't question Muslims, and you can't say anything negative about Muslims. Isn't that what they just said about the Jews? You folks are being played. You have to understand is that these Muslim countries like Qatar, UAE, Egypt, they are putting an ungodly amount of money inside the U.S. and U.S. politics as well. And they're just paying better than the Jews now. That's what this is about.
Sad.
Why would they do that? Well, because that's what the people who support TPUSA want. This is what the younger movement wants inside TPUSA. Have you guys listened to the TPUSA events? Have you listened to the people in the audience and what they're saying? Do you know how much Nick Fuentes has involved himself in TPUSA and how many people who are groypers actually are inside of TPUSA?
It's really sad. And most people, they go by money, not their honor, integrity, and what they actually feel. Their compass is money, not us. We have no problem saying what we feel.
Well,
and I got no problem saying I have no issues with Jewish people. I've got lots of friends. My daughter has lots of friends that are Jews. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care if you're Muslim. I used to nanny for a Muslim family. I got absolutely no issues, and they were amazing people. I don't care if you're black, white, what religion, what country you come from. As long as you're a decent human being, you're okay in my book. It's the complete assholes and wackos that I'm not for. But yeah, we'll never simp for somebody else. We will
No,
always say how we feel.
unless it's really good money.
Yeah, it depends. So if all of a sudden one day we come out saying, yeah, let's support the Muslims, you know what happened.
Yeah, right. I mean, the money's good enough. You know, and listen, when people say Christ is king, yes, Christ is king, but Christ isn't everybody's king. And the Jews, we understand, have repudiated Jesus Christ. We understand that. But it also says that the Jews will come back to Jesus. So, you know, for the people who are, oh, well, these aren't the same Jews of old. Well, then we're not the same Christians of old either.
No.
So can we stop pretending that European Jews don't have bloodlines and the Anasazi Jews don't have bloodlines into Israel? Because they do. And can we stop pretending that people in Gaza are the Philistines? Because they're not the Philistines. And Palestine is not, and Palestine and the Philistines are not synonymous. And even though they sound the same, you don't call Philistines, people from Palestinians. Palestine was an ancient religious word from the Hebrew that was assigned to the people in Palestine by the Romans. And this is long past the days of ancient Judea and Mesopotamia and ancient Babylon. I mean, we're talking 1800s when Romans conquered, renamed it Palestine. So when people are like, oh, Palestine, Palestinians, there is no Israel, 1940s, 1930s, 1920s, 1900s. Right, but there was no Palestine either. So things change. Countries change, names change. This is what happens. If you go back and you look at before the Bolshevik Revolution and look after the Cold War and take a look at the name of the countries like Czechoslovakia and where these countries are and what they're named now, they don't resemble each other. But it doesn't mean that the people there don't exist and the country didn't exist at one point. History changes things. That's the way this works. Sandy says, God, I just love Olivia. Why? What did you do?
It's what I said.
What did you say?
Marine Davidson, more to come after I win Powerball. Thank you.
Yes. I didn't listen to you. What was it? I listened to everything you said. I love
exactly.
You. Here is Jeffrey Epstein's folders in 60 seconds, just so you can get an idea of what's going on. Here it is in 60 seconds. Here's all the photos. This doesn't look good for Democrats. Oh, there's Bill Clinton. Oh, there's Bill. There's Bill.
Mick Jagger?
There's Michael Jackson. Oh, my God. Look at Michael Jackson's face. Oh, my God. What a loser. Weirdo.
Love the shirt. Very flamboyant.
Megan Puntar? Great Facebook page. Read 3 of your posts, immediately followed and jumped on live to say hi and thanks for the laughs and seeing your Facebook page. Thank you, Megan.
Thanks. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here.
Wonderful to have you here, Megan. Thanks for coming on. Is that Ghislaine Maxwell? It certainly is.
With
Bill
looks
Clinton.
Like it.
That looks like his island.
Yeah.
Holy God, man titties. Dude, Guyna is real, bro. Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Trannies.
Don't know who that is. Ew.
Oh, this is. Oh, let's look at that.
I love how they throw the.
Oh, it's Trump and Melania, and then it's the Miss America. So what? That doesn't matter. Oh, Billy. Mick Jagger, huh? Go figure.
I think.
Oh, is that Donna Summer?
They are besties.
Donna Summer, Bill, and Michael.
Epstein and Bill are besties.
Oh my God! Look at that girl. She's like 10. Look, that's a kid. That's a kid.
Totally a kid.
Fucking gross, mother. Oh well, we've got one of those, but it's not purple. Okay. Kevin Spacey. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ew.
Sex toys. Who cares? Stop being such a prude.
I know, but still, they're other people's sex toys.
Israeli Defense Force. All right. Well, this is interesting, to say the least. Folks, we are at 1377.30. I just gave you Did you just say Michael Jackson was a loser? Okay. You want me to clarify? I got to clarify. Okay. So I'll clarify. Diana Ross, not Donna Summer. Same thing. Who cares? She's black. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
It's a joke. Let me get back to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, let me clarify. Because no. Michael Jackson was one of the most prolific singers and entertainers ever to live. Incredible. And I adore most of his music. You know, I really do. I think Man in the Mirror is one of the most underrated songs ever written. And I grew up with Thriller and Beat It and Billie Jean and yeah. Okay. And I even remember the ABCs and I get it.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So no. He wasn't a loser when it's entertainment, but the weirdness, the surgeries, the bleaching of the skin, that picture, that's a little weird. And I do take an affront to, yes, I understand that he had some very horrible things done to him as a child, and yes, he probably
never grew up mentally.
Was a victim of sexual abuse as a child, and then probably perpetrated that upon others. But that's some sick shit. So I think his social and personal life, he was a loser. Yes. And from an entertainer, he was one of the greatest that ever lived. Does that help? Okay. I hope that helps. Diana Ross do things with Michael Jackson when he's underage? I don't know. I love Michael Jackson's music. I am not a big fan of his personal life. I think everyone agrees. Come on. Is anyone going to sit here and defend Michael Jackson? Come on.
No.
1377.30 before we put anything else in. 2500. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I already pushed it before we put anything else in. Sorry.
Go ahead, read it.
Nancy Findish. Don't normally get to watch live, but appreciate the show and how you navigate through current events in an unbiased way. Please put me in the drawing. Keep up the great work. I think it also said Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Nancy. That is awesome.
And have a Merry Christmas. Great work. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Nancy. That means I like the nice things like that. That means a lot. Versus Matt, you're a dick. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Nancy. I hope that clarifies with Michael Jackson. I don't like people who harm children. But there's no proof of him not harm. Okay, you know what? Jesus juice is enough for me. So 1480.78. We're basically more than halfway. We are about $1,000 shy, which is fine, and I think that we'll get close, and we'll keep going and keep going. So here's a commercial. We'll be right back. This is 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry. If you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have one entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. Absolutely. Talking to Barry Morgenstein as he's on a date with Shelly right now. Is there proof about MJ? Yeah. But what do you consider proof? Is proof exculpatory evidence in the court of law? You have a lot of non-disclosure agreements. You have a lot of payoffs from the estate of Michael Jackson that were paid off. You have a lot of people who don't say anything, but
his kids adored him. His kids adored him.
They did. So. And you also have people admitting that they slept over who were underage at his house. And listen to me. The guy was weird. And I don't care about anything else. And his social and personal life were completely fucked up. Do I believe that he was a pedo? I don't know if I believe that. But that's not the only thing that makes me trepidatious about Michael Jackson. I think he was eccentric. I think he was strange. I think there has been accusations about his relationships. And I think a lot of people are searching for money. But in the end, he was definitely struggling with things mentally. The amount of medication that he was on serious? But Weenie, what are you talking about? Am I going to litigate the case of Michael? No, I'm not. I'm not prepared to do that. So no, I don't know the answer to your question. No, he's fucking weird. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And anybody who is an adult who has little boys over at their house and is rumored to give them wine, and call it Jesus juice or whatever is a little fucking weird for me. Okay, is that proof? Well, he's hung out with Epstein a lot. That's pretty weird too, don't you think? I mean, there's only so many things you can say and go, oh, well, there's just a little too many things that are in common with somebody in that world. If he's hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein and he's spending time with him, he's on his plane and he's with him constantly during a time that he was accused of spending time with underage women and trafficking women, then you've got to ask the question. Now, people go, what about Donald Trump? Well, he wasn't accused of doing those things with Donald Trump in those years. And as soon as Donald Trump knew that in 2004, excommunicated him from his properties in 2007. So no, Weedy, I'm not upset with what you're saying, but I'm not prepared to have that conversation. I don't know enough about Michael Jackson and his personal life and the accusations to know. I just know that the estate has a lot of money put out there to keep people quiet and not talk about these things. But Macaulay Culkin says in no way, shape, or form did Michael Jackson ever touch him, and so does Friedman guy. What was it? Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman, yeah.
Corey Feldman said he never did that. So but it's weird, right? It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
The Neverland Ranch is a little weird. Wearing white makeup and bleaching yourself, having hundreds of plastic surgeries to change who you are, the grabbing of the crotch, the clothes that he wore, the people he hung out with, the things that people have said about him. It's just weird. But that's okay. Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson is weird. And I love Jethro Tull. I can love Michael Jackson, but when people sit here and say, is there any proof? Well, when you're worth billions upon billions of dollars and your estate is worth billions of dollars and you have friends in high places, remember, this guy was very good friends with Nancy Reagan. He was very good friends with Margaret Thatcher. He was good friends with Princess Diana. I mean, this guy was protected on high. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you're not going to get the straight poop on who he was and who he wasn't. But once again, no, I have no evidence whatsoever, but I didn't accuse him of being a child molester. I'm just saying that there is a lot of innuendo and now some pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein that make me go, everyone is weird. I disagree. No, I don't think. Yeah, we're not even going to have this conversation, Weedy. I think you're just trying to get my goat, and I don't know what to tell you, dude. Seems like you're a big Michael Jackson fan. That's fucking awesome for you.
Can I tell a joke?
Sure.
To lighten the mood before we go on.
Lighten the mood? What's not lighten about our mood? Is there something wrong with the mood here?
No. I
think everyone's great. I really wasn't prepared to have a conversation about Michael Jackson outside of, there's a whole bunch of pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein, and we don't like Bill Clinton for that fact. We should probably feel the same way about anybody who's taking a lot of pictures with him and wondering what was going on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. What did Santa say to Mrs. Claus when he saw a thunderstorm rolling in?
I don't know, honey.
Looks like reindeer.
Oh, my God.
I had to do it.
Oh, my God.
Ethan saw that earlier. He just looked at me and rolled his eyes.
Do you know? That's great, Weedy. That's great. Wonderful. Then go fuck yourself. This just judge indictment. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah. So does everyone remember a while back? I don't remember exactly when it was. In April, summertime in the spring, when a judge, and I don't remember what city or state, but a judge helped it
was Milwaukee County.
A criminal who was an illegal and was in court, helped him evade ICE agents.
Correct.
And led him out, had people go and distract the ICE agents, and she led the illegal alien out the back door of the courthouse.
Yeah, I do remember that. Frederick says, don't you find it conspicuous that the island and the Nickelodeon logo are the same? No, I don't. Do you know? There's only so many logos, so many shapes, so many letters, so many. There are multiple, like you can take the ChatGPT logo and spin around all 5 corners of it, and you can make a Star of David. No, I don't. No, I don't find it weird at all. Go ahead.
Okay, so that was it. I'm just seeing if people remembered. So anyway, some news came out about her today, and let's just watch the video, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah. All right, here it is.
For the first time, we're seeing Judge Hannah Dugan outside her courtroom April 18th wearing her black robes, appearing to confront several federal agents there to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Milwaukee man and Mexican national charged locally with 3 counts of domestic battery. This video, released by Milwaukee County through an open records request, is part of the evidence in the case against Judge Dugan, who's charged with obstructing a federal investigation concealing Flores Ruiz, allowing him to leave her courtroom by a different door after sending the agents to speak to the chief judge. Flores Ruiz, dressed in black with his attorney, is seen in several of the videos leaving by that other door. One prosecutors say was used by jurors and not open to the public. As he leaves, though, he is seen in the hallway followed by another agent. As Flores Ruiz gets into the elevator to leave, the agent slips in as well. According to the criminal complaint against Dugan, that agent followed them down. The agent seen here following out of the building downstairs, and once backup arrived, they tried to arrest Flores Ruiz, who another video shows ran north in front of the courthouse for nearly a block before agents caught up with him and arrested him. Federal agents arrested Dugan herself a week later.
Eduardo Flores Ruiz's domestic violence case is moving through the Milwaukee County Court. He is, however, in federal custody on his immigration arrest. The FBI arrested Judge Dugan at the county courthouse 1 week later on April 25th. She pleaded not guilty in a federal court last week.
Judge Dugan, your response.
That's Dugan exiting the federal courthouse after an arraignment last week. Her legal team filed a motion to dismiss the case, calling it unconstitutional and saying that she is entitled to judicial immunity. A judge set a tentative trial date for July 21st.
Interesting.
So she was just found guilty.
So what's
a felony obstruction?
So felony obstruction, what's the maximum sentence for that?
You know, I didn't look it up, and it just came out, so there's been no sentencing yet. So I don't know, but
she's gonna get. She's gonna serve
guilty.
no time.
I know, but she was still found guilty, which means she's gonna be stripped. She's not.
Well,
gonna
that's
be able to be a
great.
judge
No,
anymore.
and she'll appeal and all that stuff. But you know what? Good. Justice is served. She deserves it. She's a horrible human being. As far as Michael Jackson, want to go back to that just for a second. Listen, my comments is if you're hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein and all of the allegations, and there were a ton of allegations, and a lot of these families were trying to make money. Yes, the estate settled multiple cases, multiple allegations, all from like 1983 up till 2005, 2008. There's plenty of evidence. There's plenty of proof. But whether this led to a conviction, it did not. Now, there was some huge settlements paid out. We know what this means. But now that if you say all that and step away and go, okay, I'm a Michael Jackson advocate, I believe he did nothing wrong. That's fine. You can say that. And honestly, I've been floating around with that too. I started the conversation that way and even said these are alleged incidents that took place. And a lot of people believe that he's innocent. He did nothing wrong. I explained how Corey Feldman, Macaulay Culkin, his kids, bodyguards have defended him through the utmost. But now you're seeing pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein multiple times on his plane at his domicile, and we know what was going on. To me, there has to be question, because if you're going to question Bill Clinton, if you're going to question Mick Jagger, if you're going to question Oprah Winfrey and Donna Summer and Bill Gates or whoever it was, Dionne Warwick, whoever the fuck that was,
Yeah.
was it Dionne Summer? It doesn't matter. If you're going to question those people and say, this is weird, then you now have to go ahead and lend some credence that there could be something nefarious. Because if you walk like a duck, talk like a duck, and look like a duck, your chances are you're a duck. Are you guilty by association? No. But if you take all of the other things that were said, if you take what happened to him in his own career, and you take the very, very strange behavior of having boys of young age staying the night over at your house, and allegations and witnesses of impropriety and pornography and Jesus Jews, we should probably take those allegations seriously and ask the question now more than we ever have. That's my point. That's enough evidence for me. The pictures with him with Epstein, that's enough evidence for me that there should be some serious questions brought up around what he was doing with those people. That's my point.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Is there's enough evidence there to go, some serious questions need to be asked. Now, do we go digging into the past? Yes. Yes. If there were victims and people were sexually assaulted at a young age, underage, by Michael Jackson, Epstein, Clinton, yes, they all should hang, every single one of them. And those victims deserve compensation and justice, 120%. But do I believe that every single one of the allegations that took place over that 1983 all the way to 2008? No. In fact, some of them were absolutely fictitious, and a lot of them were people who were careers at making false accusations. And here's the other thing. If you're a multi-billionaire as large as Michael Jackson, and you have his record label through Sony, that a lot of people felt that he was being set up, and a lot of these things that were said were to destroy his credibility, to put him through legal strain that would ultimately impact his ability to, maintain his financial status with as much properties, as many jets that he owned, that it would put such a heavy burden on him that he would have to sell his catalog. That's a theory. And the music industry is a cutthroat business. I mean, look what happened to Def Leppard. Their catalog and their entire anthology was held hostage for 30 years. Look what happened to Taylor Swift. Same thing happened to her. She had to redo every one of her songs so she could stay out of copyright infringements on iTunes. So it happens. I just don't simply know enough about the evidence to tell you. But do I have proof and evidence? Yes. In fact, I just read over while we were watching that segment, and I'm a very fast reader. There's enough evidence. But the question is, was he ever convicted? No. It's interesting. And when I told you to fuck off, it was because you're pulling my Laria.
Mr. Hollandaise, new to the show. Just wanted to let Olivia does an amazing job on the show. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, Matt, you're a dick. Love you guys.
There's no doubt about it. I am absolutely a dick. Like, I'm completely aware that I am a dick. Don't funny. Feel like I'm a hero. I feel like everyone was a hero. Olivia, this is it. We talked about this at dinner, and my daughter was like, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh my God, Hayden. Folks, 1581 is where we're at. We're looking for a goal for 2,500. We were hoping to have a really big end of the year blast. And so we're going to show this quick commercial of what this is all about. Since it's a 9 o'clock hour, we want to make a big ending push here and go ahead and do this. Weedy, it's kind of interesting that you have a very similar style from someone who is also on the show that repeats themselves often. I'm just saying. Not saying you're that. New, so I'm trusting him. And I was just teasing, by the way. Here it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have one entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. No, we listen. Just beat it. I like Michael Jackson. Dude, Man in the Mirror, hands down. It's just one of the greatest songs ever written. And I cried when he died. And I grew up with him. I loved his music. And I still listen to his stuff. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Our kids listen to it. They have them on the playlist. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. He said #1 show.
#1. I wish that was true.
Thank you.
Here's the video, folks. So if you haven't had a chance to get in, you can still get in now. Remember, there are 4 other prizes outside of the main grand prize. There is what?
It's a hoodie of your choice or $50 gift card to the store. It is the donor t-shirt. Or 2030.
Just look it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
This is the last time you're going to have to do it anyway, so you might as well get it right.
Yeah, okay. A hat, an autographed picture, or $30 gift card, donor shirt, or $25 gift card, and then mug and $15 gift card.
Not bad. So a lot of cool prizes in there. We tried to make the grand prize about $500, and then respectively, The grand prize is going to be more than 500. Grand prize is going to be closer to like 650. Basically everything all in with shipping and costing around 750 to 850, maybe $900. So we're excited. We're doing it good. So we really want to try to hit the 2,000. So if you have not had a chance to chime in, dive in, please do. But this video is there anything else you want to preface on this video, honey?
Yeah, so this is about Bondi Beach last week, and there's stories. Last week there was a lady named Jessica who went and sheltered a child, and she got shot and sheltered that child, and that child did get hit. Well, this is another one, but this is a 14-year-old girl that did this.
All right, here it is.
I don't feel like I'm a hero. I feel like everyone was a hero in that situation. If I could give up my life saving these children, that's what I was going to do. So I climbed up from under the bench and I grabbed the kids from their mothers and I just jumped on top of them, and I was just holding them and saying Shema, and they didn't really know what it was. So I was just telling them, repeat after me. And I was telling it to everyone around me. And I felt just so circled with love in a field of hatred. Like I felt like we had to be the light in all the darkness surrounding us.
Thank you so much.
I went under surgery and Baruch Hashem, it went well and they got the bullet out. And I'm walking on crutches now and I'm living my life to the fullest for the people who couldn't in that situation. And I'm channeling all of that energy, all of that trauma and all of that things, all of those noises, all of those things. I'm channeling that into strength to be strong for the people around me. And I'm being the light for the people who can't anymore.
Weedy, one of the things we don't do is share links in the show for that very reason. So there are
he's setting up the abs game.
Oh.
Yeah,
sure.
it's on Tattoo Plus, so I asked him to set it up.
Got it?
It's gonna ask for Dad's email though.
Just go in there and it should show. Give it to Mom. Give it to Mom. Here, give it to me. Setting up the abs game. That a boy. Yeah, so we don't share links because of that reason, because it interrupts the show. Ethan says hi.
Hi everybody.
Ethan's growing up. Ethan, like it's ridiculous. Like he's getting taller and he's turning into
he's only like
a young man.
2 inches shorter than me now.
Yeah.
Sad.
All right. A homeless man blew the Brown University shooting case wide open. This is interesting. So, I thought it was cool when we got the European thing right and some of the other things that were about this guy. But this is pretty interesting. It's this homeless man. And today, Tyrus on 5 was like, why do you have to call him homeless? Well, because he's homeless and it's a story and it's accurate. And honestly, they should have a GoFundMe for this guy and get this guy a house. I mean, well, just listen to it and you'll figure it out. Here it is. Folks, donations are still open. We're going for it. Huge donations for tonight's show. We already beat last month's record and we're still trying to go big. Remember, this prize is 5 times more than anyone we've ever done before. So if you want to get in. We've got to get this going. Let's go.
Thank you.
By the way, if you still haven't seen the prize, it's real simple. It's got everything. The grand prize, and remember, you can win up to 5 entries. You get the Dumb Show autograph picture. You get the donor shirt. You get the Woke Mind Virus sign. Rock and Soul signed by Barry Morgenstein. That book alone's like, what, $70, $80? You get the hat for free, $50 gift card. The new 2026 Columbia jacket's worth $120. You get a Flags of Valor desktop flag, $75. You get a Dumb Show mug. Folks, for $25 per entry, it's not a bad deal. This is our biggest giveaway ever. It's massive. Huge. Here it is.
open by a homeless man who goes by John. Now, investigators say that he's a former Brown University student who grew suspicious of the gunman when he locked eyes with him in the bathroom just 2 hours before the shooting inside the Barris and Holly building. The gunman, his name is Claudio Neves Valente. Now, John, pictured here, is the man police were looking to speak to because of how close he got to that gunman. John said he followed Neves Valente out of the building before the shooting and played a game of cat and mouse in the neighborhood. Surveillance video shows Neves Valente running away from John. At one point, he stood just feet away from the gunman and questioned why he was circling the block. The gunman repeatedly responded, quote, "Why are you harassing me?" When police released images of the suspect after the shooting, John wrote an anonymous Reddit post describing seeing the gunman unlock a parked gray Nissan sedan with Florida plates he thought could be a rental. 3 days after the shooting, John anonymously called the police tip line and flagged his own Reddit post. On Wednesday, John walked up to police, revealed that he was the man police were looking for, that he was close to the gunman, and that the Reddit post came from him. Police used license plate readers to track the gray Nissan to an Alamo car rental center in Boston. They pulled surveillance images showing Neves Valente, and they traced him to a storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire, where he was found dead last night. Now, Neves Valente was spotted in the Brown University building on November 28th. That's 2 weeks before the shooting. Last night, I asked investigators how it could be that a homeless man and not police noticed a suspicious person in that time.
The Providence Police is obviously not going to patrol Barris and Holly. That's a question frankly, for Brown and their police department.
Why would a civilian observe that to be suspicious? It's a great point. And I like the fact that you're mentioning that and bringing that up. That's what we should all be doing, right? And it's just personality. Some people are more interested in finding out what others are doing. In this particular case, this person decided that he wanted to, and I'm glad he did.
A source tells Fox that John is a homeless man who actually lives in the basement of the Barris and Holly building. And while that brings up a whole slew of security questions, the reality is he's being treated as a hero.
Should be treated as a hero. Give him the $50,000 award and get him a donation page, and let's get this guy a few $100,000 and get him paid.
And considering that they just outed where he was living and he's going to be booted, he needs a new place to live.
Right. I mean, what an award, what a reward for him.
Here you go, let's boot you out.
Folks, this is the desktop flag, and it is actually made out of a white oak. And this is cool because this is something that I wanted to include in this. And Flags of Valor is a company I used to work for. What's amazing, it's signed by Eric, who used to work there, and he was 11 Bravo. He's United States Army. And he was in OIF and OEF. And every one of FOV's flags is burned on the back, and they sign them. And Eric's a great dude, and he made this one for me. And I'm giving it to you because I have a couple of them. And this is just one of the flags that you're have a chance to win, and it's going to be a part of it. So these are amazing, and it actually just sits right on your desk, and you can put it on a shelf, you can put it on a table, you can put it in an armoire, you can do whatever you want with it on your desk at work. But this is for y'all, and it's a part of the prize. So if you haven't had a chance, thanks for telling everybody that Trump's live. Now everyone's going to leave the show and leave us and no longer watch us. That's not good. That doesn't work. Why is Trump live? Where's Trump?
It's a rally.
Oh yeah, I'm not put on a rally.
No,
we're gonna have people watch this show.
This is our night.
This is our night. We need it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rally. He's going to be doing them a lot over the next.
We have black American flags made out of wood. If you want to, go to pfcflags.com. You can get them there. But we do have black and white flags. They're all made, but I don't make them. It's not me. So they do. And if you want to, go to flagsvalor.com and go pick one up. JD says, I forgot to tell you, Matt, my Documents of Freedom book and Stan got many compliments on Thanksgiving. That's wonderful. Democrats are in trouble, man. This is recent poll numbers. I know you're all like, oh my God, the midterms. Hold on. This is interesting. Watch this.
How are voters feeling about Democrats right now?
Yeah, I mean, Democrats in the minds of the American public are lower than the Dead Sea. What are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look. The net approval rating for Democrats in Congress, you said it, Kate Baldwin, The lowest ever. Look at this. Overall, they are 55 points underwater. Their approval rating is south of 20%. It's even worse when you look at independents. Look at this. Negative 61 points. That means that their approval rating is 61 points lower than their disapproval rating. Quinnipiac has been polling this question for the better part of the 21st century. They have never found Democrats, at least those in Congress, in worse shape than they are right now.
Yep. So don't listen too much about the midterm spin, because Democrats are not in a good place. People may be upset with the Republicans, but they blatantly just hate the Democrats.
It's because they will not stop. It's the rhetoric. It's the constant whatever opposite of Trump says. And I think people are starting to see through it.
Yeah, I agree with you. 120%. We got a donation. 1,600 is where we're at. Don Martin comes.
Nope. Kat Alkire.
Oh, Kat Alkire comes in with $25. I apologize, Kat. We love you. $25. She is in it to win it and will be entered into the drawing that we'll be doing Monday night. We will compile this list and make it and put it all together for you. Now it's Don Martin. Don's in with $25. She is in it to win it. Why is Trump having a rally? Because he is trying to get people pumped up for the midterms.
Mm-hmm. The midterm rallies is what they are.
Yep. Don Martin, you are in it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. We're going to keep going, folks. I have a feeling we can continue to get some of our later night people on here. This is important. Now, people are talking about inflation, that this inflation number is fake. Jeff Oliphant donated $25 in it to win it. Outstanding. Hope you all the best. Hope you have all the best. Good luck.
Wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, Jeff Oliphant, good luck to you. We are now at 1656. I'd love to hit 2,000. I think that's something we're going to be able to do. Let's crush this thing. Let's get it going. Get in here. These prizes that we have for this thing are incredible. Once again, we're trying to show everybody. I'm sorry we keep talking about it, but we've done a pretty damn good show. We can continue to show this. Once again, $25 gets you in to win the Donor Shirt 2025, the Woke Mind Viruses by T.S. Dixon, Rock and Soul, the beautiful #1 bestseller, signed and autographed by our good friend Barry Morgenstein. I was just talking to him. He's at dinner. $50 gift card, a $120 Columbia jacket. We do not have the design yet because I haven't made it yet. We will be. You get that beautiful desk flag and a Dumb Nation mug and 4 signatures of the Donut Friendly hosts on an autographed picture. That is the grand prize, and then we also have 4 other prizes too that you can win, totaling $50, $30, $25, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, whole bunch of stuff. $25 gets you in if you have not had a chance. Christine says, just wanted to share that my husband stopped into our local credit union to cash a check for his employer, and he and other depositing cashing checks were all asked, "Were you expecting this check?" Is this the veteran check? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Help me understand. Here is Newsmax doing the data for total inflation in the U.S. Now, a lot of people are saying because certain columns weren't submitted. This happens in every single inflation report. Is numbers sometimes are overreported or underreported. The point is that that's where inflation is at. It comes in under the 3-point projection, and those 3.1 projections were based upon the numbers that would have been missing as well. So for people to sit here and say, no, that this number isn't correct, it's a ridiculous statement. Here's the rest.
Check this thing out, okay? This is the total inflation since January of 2019. Trump leaves office. Nearly 30% increase since 2019. Your dollar from January of 2019 is worth 70 cents today. That's the pain. So let's break down where the...
Now, please understand, and this is so important. And yes, he's going to explain this, but he jumps over it too quick. You're like, 30% inflation? What are you talking about? Folks, inflation is cumulative. Every single minute that inflation is above 5% or 10%, that is cumulative. So you have to look that 5% inflation going for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years is going to compound. So when it's a 30% increase from 2020, 2019, that means that it hasn't come back down from that. Inflation would have to be negative for the same period of time of that 5 years in order for that 30% to be down. That is the problem. So when people are like, well, Joe Biden, he's been out of office. Yes, but he left Donald Trump with a 30% increase in inflation, which was accumulated over his 4 years of his presidency. So that means Donald Trump not only has to have a negative in inflation, and there's never, ever been a negative inflation, ever. Inflation is always and always has been some. It may have just been a 0.1 to 0.2, 0.3%, but there's always inflation. So that 30% increase, you have to have wages come up. You have to have overall revenue come up. You have to have a positive GNP to offset this. You have to lower interest rates. There has to be more invested in the private sector in order to overcompensate that 30% negative. That's what he's going to show you, and he didn't explain it very well. Otherwise, the rest of this video explains it well.
Bulk of that pain came from. You see this line right here? That's where Trump 45 left office and Biden came in.
Christine, that's awesome. I'm so glad your husband got that. That's awesome.
Carry that over to the next line. This is all Biden's presidency, and this is where Trump came back in. So this is a 22% rise during Joe Biden for the cost to live. Now, this 2%, 2.7% number, that's what they're talking about. This represents the part of the graph for the number that came out today, which all things considered is pretty good, even though it outperformed the estimates of supposed to be 3.1%. And the left wants to make it seem that Trump's tariffs are to blame for this 22% inflation that happened before the tariffs.
Nope.
See, Trump has actually brought some prices back down to almost where they were before Biden, and in some sectors like gas and things like that. For example, when Trump left office, gas was about $2.50 a gallon, which shot up to a national average of $3.50 during the time. Biden had both the House and the Senate. He was doing whatever he wanted, passing things like this Green New Deal trash. And then in January of 2022, what happened then? The number one Republican talking point was Joe Biden's driving gas prices too high. Because he was. What does Joe Biden do? Check this out. He starts draining the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. That's meant for a crisis or wartime. But he did it for political gain during the midterms, right around here, because the midterms were here. He drained the stock from 650 million barrels down to 350 million barrels in reserve.
Which drives the prices down.
Gas prices did actually fall during that time.
That's right.
But it was the supply surge, and they crept back up slightly until they started to go back down under Trump, because Trump policies came in and had actual deflation from that, which is almost unheard of. See, Trump showed these during his speech last night for a lot of things. Egg prices down, hotel rates, new used cars, there's their gasoline, airfare, prescription drugs, sporting events, all these. Actually, not regular drugs. Those drugs actually are way up because we keep blowing up the supply lines off of the coast of Venezuela. But all of these things are down. They're not up by less. They're actually down, which is deflationary. But according to the liberal media, all those industries are and should be up, affected by tariffs, but they're not.
Pretty good video. Does a great job explaining it. Folks, we're going to put the clock up. We have got to put the goal up, and we're going to change that time, and we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. If you want to get into the biggest giveaway of the year with Don't Unfriend Me swag and a whole bunch of other stuff, books, Jen McLaughlin gets in, donate $25. Jen had to come back to the well. Jean, did I say Jen?
Yes.
I'm tired. It's been a long week. Jean, I know your name, and you know I know your name. Jen, Jean, Ginny, Jenny. Janine.
Janice. Jennifer.
Julie.
Just whatever J name you can think of.
Sarah.
Sarah Godess.
Sarah McLaughlin. McLaughlin, listen, thank you. She had to come back to the kitty and donate again because she's like, $25 isn't enough. I got to win this. I got to get in it to win it. So she came back and put another $25. That's amazing. We paid to fill the reserve tanks up when Joe Biden put it on the market at a higher cost, and we paid it for the gasoline again. Does that sound right? Just my opinion. Yeah, and you were taxed on it too. Don't forget that. And don't forget you were completely raped at the gas pump by the local city and state gas tax and the establishment driving up your prices. That people are like, well, I'm still paying $3.40 a gallon. Well, maybe you should talk to your local establishment that are keeping the prices the same and inflationary in order to make a buck. You guys need to stop going there and going to the places, driving a little extra, going to Costco, whatever you can to save the money that you can. So folks, we got an 8 minute and 40 6 seconds. Quick 30-second commercial. We got to make sure everyone can see this. We have a ton of people on right now, and we want to give everyone a chance to be in this drawing. Now is a chance to get it. This is the last time you can do it. This is it. This is the last drawing we're going to have until January, and this is the biggest one of the year. We've been waiting for this. We've been saving up for this. We purchased a shit ton of great stuff for you. Here it is, and then we'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dumb Show Christmas giveaway. $25 entries, no limit, tonight with a grand prize that is absolutely amazing. Don't worry, if you entered in any of our other contests, you'll have 1 entry and 5 chances to win tonight. But you can put $25 in right now, and it will be unlimited entries. If you want to go ahead and have 100 entries, you can do that if you really want to. Just donate $25 at a time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good luck to all listeners. So if you guys remember last night what I said Candace Owens was going to start putting people on her show. And I told you she would, I called this. I called it. In order for her to avoid being sued by people like TPUSA, is that she would have to have people run proxy on her show. And she would have to bring people in that would say the things that she can't say in order for her to continue her grift. And you remember I said this, and I told you what was going to happen. Well, here is what Candace did. She brought in a guy, U.S. Army veteran, and he said that Erica Kirk, Turning Point USA Security Chief Brian Harple, and Nevada Congressman Mark Amodei attending a high-level meeting at a military base in Arizona. He says the meeting took place just days before the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This is what she said. So she brought this guy on, and this was a person who sent in an email to her, unverified. Now, she says this person's been vetted. They've been completely checked out. And I've checked his data on his phone. I've checked his geocache data. He was there during that time. Well, yeah, that's because he worked there.
I'm wondering how much she paid him.
But here's Candace. I told you she was going to start using proxy. She never has guests like this on her show, ever.
I don't think I've ever seen a guest on her show.
She now is having people stream in and say the things just like Tucker does, so she can't be held accountable. This fucking lady has so much. She has huge testicles. I'd be surprised if she's not a man. I think Candace is. Here it is.
But what I started seeing come across got more familiar once I saw a picture of somebody in a ponytail with those eyes. That was that person. They were there. And
Tommy Cawthon says, I am in it to win it. My lottery winnings for the show sponsorship. Tommy is in it for $25.
Tommy.
He wants to win the grand prize, folks. I would too. It is amazing. What an amazing grand prize for $25. But here's the rest.
Yeah, the head of security there, he was one of the people walking out with the congressman. No.
She tried to have Harvey Weinstein do this. Don't you remember when she brought Harvey Weinstein on and said, tell me who owns all the rights to your films? Who does, and she's trying to say the Jews.
She's trying to lead him to the Jews.
Yeah, to the Jews. And then he's like Qatar and Saudi Arabia. And he's like, womp, 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 womp. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. Seriously, I'm going to blow this guy apart in 2 seconds. Here we go.
How would I know that? I just have a gift for recognizing people. And yeah, maybe it's not him. Maybe he has doppelganger, but somebody with the same mannerisms, the same crick in his neck, face, waxy look on his face, hand gestures, shoulder shrug, gait, approximate height, haircut, definitely walked past me. And
if you had to put it at a percentage that you were looking at Brian Harple, maybe he's got a brother in the military, who knows, right? Maybe he does have a doppelganger. He's got a twin brother, who knows? And I want to be clear, I can confirm on this podcast live every step of your story in terms of where you went, what time you were there, that there was this big meeting that happened. I confirmed the location with other people that are on
where show the
Fort
evidence.
Huachuca currently. I can confirm everything with metadata. I obviously can't confirm that you saw who you say you saw, if you had to put it at a percentage that you saw Brian Harpole,
percentage. Here we go.
what percentage would you put it at?
Here's the percentage. Let's go. With a lot of facts, a lot of metadata that we don't have evidence for, but I can confirm all of this. But I won't confirm what he's saying, because if I do confirm what he's saying, then I could be held accountable financially. Let's get a percentage. Let's hear this scientific fact. This must be calibrated with a gastrometer from Caltech with just the proper right amount of torque and certification to be dead balls accurate. Dead balls accurate? You dead fucking balls accurate. I guess the fucking sink is broken. Name the movie. You're saying dead balls accurate? Dead balls accurate. My biological clock is ticking.
My cousin Vinny.
95.
95? Oh my God!
95 to 99.
95 to 99. I was really not convinced until he said 99.9% sure. Oh my God. Can you believe? Look at Candace. She's just like, money ka-ching. I just got paid, bitches.
When I saw him, on the interview with his face and gestures, with that photo,
99. Yeah.
It struck me in my gut.
Oh, right in your big fat gut.
I blew it off.
Oh, because the most important thing he's ever seen in his life? Oh, I just blew it off. He blew it off.
Because it didn't matter until Candace paid me to say it.
It's been 3 months and Charlie Kirk was murdered. And this guy's been all over. He's been on Sean Ryan's podcast. He's been just blew it off. I saw Erica Kirk's eyes, her blue, poultry, beautiful, sun-gazed, star-kissed eyes. Will the sun just go down? I think about the dolphins. And would you like some Sichuan salad with dolphin-safe tuna? That sun won't go down.
Until
Brendan Fraser.
There was, some other pictures that came up with other people.
What other people?
What other people? Tell me
Other
now.
pictures.
And what percentage of those other people do you think were actually those people that weren't?
If you want me to say it.
No, I don't want you to say it, actually. I brought you on tonight to go ahead and not say it. World Radio 32 donated $5. I know a guy who worked at Skunk Works in the Bay Area who said the gait mannerisms was the same Matt was seen in California tonight. You know what's funny is that
he said I blew it off.
I blew it off. My grandfather worked at Skunk Works and actually worked on the B-52, the SR-71, and the U-2 spy plane. He worked at Skunk Works. So it's not funny that you say that because you're outing me as a Fed.
There's a picture of Erica Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past.
Heaven forbid.
That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night.
Oh my God! Erica Kirk's ponytail was at Fort Huachuca
before, and she was with that man in the lobby, and that man, he was present at that meeting. The next morning.
What percentage would you say that was Erica Kirk? I'm 99.92% sure.
If you had to put it at a percentage that you saw that the girl in the ponytail matches the description of Erica Kirk, what percentage would you put that at?
What was your percentage would you put it at?
Those are really rare eyes.
98.23.
Wait. You missed his. Olivia, stop screwing this up, Liv.
Those are really rare eyes.
Rare eyes.
Totally
rare.
Because
that's
blue
95.
is totally rare.
They're blue rare. They're rare. They're blue. They're. Why you got your sad? Why? What's the song by Crystal Gale?
Who?
How you turn your sad eyes blue? What the? God darn it!
I don't know it. I'm not that old.
Oh, you bitch! You bitch!
99%.
Why you turn my brown eyes blue? Why you turn my brown eyes blue? That was Crystal Gale.
I can't imagine somebody else.
Oh. Wow.
So I don't know, but I just
so-
have this gift of recognizing people and who they really are, and this guy's a fucking loon. And Candace is a fucking whack job.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Everybody, your $7,000 in the mail.
Oh my God.
I got my 7,000. I got my schmeckles. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Thank you. Erica paid me. Thank you for my money. Crazy life, sister. And it's Erica. K-A. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom. I got my 25 schmeckles coming in right now from JD Stillwell. 50 schmeckles. Let me get it on all of this hoopla. Yes, you better get in on all this hoopla. Wow. Breaking news from Candace Owens. It's almost like exactly like I said she was going to do. I told you she was going to start having people by proxy come on and tell you all the lies so she wouldn't be financially responsible. But wait a second. There's more. There's more.
I've used this tape.
I'm getting a little woozy here. It's getting a little woozy here.
It's Friday night and it's past 9:30. Holy cow.
But wait, there's more.
What's up, dude?
Do you like to play scary games, Sydney?
No, do you like scary
Do you like scary movies, Sydney?
Isaac Castillo. Win, baby, win. Merry Xmas. Xmas. Isaac Castillo is in.
Yes.
Do you like scary movies?
Oh my God, we hit a boot.
Where's the foot?
Credit cards.
Just stop stealing all my lines. Those are
Give
my
me my
lines.
fucking crown, loser.
Those are all my lines. Stop it.
Because I've done a little digging. Just saying. Just saying. Retired staff sergeant.
He looks like Nathan Fillion a little bit.
Don't ever disrespect
Nathan
Captain
Fillion's
Malcolm Reynolds.
I didn't say Malcolm Reynolds. I said Nathan Fillion.
Retired Staff Sergeant Mitch Snow served in the U.S. Army Special Forces as a medic. As a small child, his life's dream was to be a Green Beret. While scouting out a drop zone using his rock climbing training and fell more than 80 feet, he broke both ankles, back, neck, kneecaps, feet, dislocating his shoulder and his brain. Medically discharged and devastated to leave the job that he loved, Mitch continues to work hard to regain mobility through intense therapy. He's a fraud. He's a fucking fraudster. I want to challenge U.S. Special Forces medic. I want to challenge it. I want to throw a red flag, yellow flag. One of the main things that stuck out to me is she claimed the guy's name was Harry, but he changed it to Mitch because people were after him. Oh my God. There's a guy at the diner who says, I'm CIA and the Taliban is after me.
Oh my gosh.
We laugh at him all the time. A real Green Beret Special Forces guy laugh at him.
Yeah.
If that were true, didn't she literally blow his cover on the show? How dumb her audience is. The guy claims he's at his change of name and he's been running for his life from assassins for 35 years and wants to keep a low profile. But I go on a show with 20 million people watching because low profile is my middle name. I'm 99% low. And I'm only 1% high today because it's that important because I blew it off. And I don't want to blow it off anymore because I am a Special Forces Green Beret medic for SEAL Team 6, DevGru, and Force Recon, Special
SEAL
Marines.
Team 12, baby.
U.S.
All
toy
the way.
soldier for the Salvation Army. I am a MEAL Team 6 operator. They call me the chef.
That's my call sign.
I am a U.S. Gravy SEAL. Look at me. I broke every bone in my body so I could be here today. Extremely low profile. Talks about various things he did in the military, including discovering cartel tunnels and finding out that the military worked with the cartel and more. Turns out he never really changed his name at all. His name is Mitchell Harrison Snow. What's your name? My name is Mitchell. My middle name is Harrison, and I am cold like the snow.
And my cold heart.
They call me the snowman. My number,
I'm
8.
Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
Special Agent 8. Special Agent 88 Quattro Balls is what they call me. Double stack. I could be wrong, but I don't think a medic would be doing the things he described doing when he was in the military.
Goodness.
Either would I. That's like a person who worked NSWAG support for the SEAL teams and Intel said, I deployed as a SEAL team sniper. I was an intelligence sniper, and I had a license to kill.
007 style.
U.S. no 008. I told you,
Oh,
lady,
snowman.
088.
Double. I forgot.
I am
snowman.
Quattro Snowman.
Quattro from
Quattro.
East Jackson
And it's
State.
Quattro from East Mississippi, Jackson State. I have a license to kill as an intelligence sniper if I recognize anyone who is an HVT, which is a high value target, but it's an AHVT, which is a high value target, which has to have a 99% probability to kill. I am authorized to shoot them. SEALs can't do it. I can. Because
SEALs have to ask me permission to do their job.
I have a level 7 clearance. SEAL team chief commander calls in and says, listen, Snowman, can we kill him? It's actually Quattro Snowman, and yes, we can, but I will take the shot. Give me a fucking break. Candace Owens, you're a fucking joke, and your people who watch you are
Yes,
stupid.
I will absolutely say that. You are stupid. Any of you that believe Candace
dumb
Owens,
as dog shit.
and you are more than welcome to challenge me to a duel.
My name is Quattro. I have 4 balls. Why? Because they are so big. They wanted me to be a Green Beret, but I'm like, no, I'll be a medic instead.
I was an undercover SEAL team referee sideline umpire with medical clearance.
I'm a level 7 operator.
Oh, Judy, that's funny.
There's Delta, and then there's Echo Team. I am on Echo Team. Because my balls are so big when you go by them, it goes Echo. Echo Team, folks.
That's what my boyfriend says.
Oh my God, this guy's so full of shit. So full. I mean, and Candace, people, why do you watch her? Seriously, just stop. Just turn her off. And she's an, what percentage do you think, based on me not being there because I'm retired and I was never at the base, 100% that I wasn't there. No, shh, don't tell them you weren't there. Her ponytail gave it away. Reminds me of Patriot games. Meal Team 6, Special Forces Operator for Dev Crew.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I can't wait to show you the rest of the people. She is going to entertain every email she gets, but this is her evidence. It's just complete hogwash. Now, Sean Ryan does the same thing, but what Sean Ryan doesn't do is he lets people espouse and talk, but he doesn't go ahead and say, really?
Tell me the percentage.
There's a neuron transmitter deducer in the North American where? And it's creating earthquakes in Kenya? Really? Wow. Yes, I have the
space lasers.
I have the badge right here. Here's my badge and my jacket. My badge. It says Special Officer Doofy.
Yeah, don't bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
Don't bother me when I'm vacuuming my room.
What's that, Doofy? My ass.
What's that smell? Smell this, Doofy. What's that? That's how you know you're a man. Smell my finger. Oh God, what is that? My ass.
Oh, Isaac's like, what did you put in this bird feed? Ah!
Oh my God. I was there, but you couldn't see me. John Cena, 99.9%. You can't see me. Oh my God. Folks, that's it. Last 60 seconds, we're leaving. $1,781 we raised. That's good enough. You know what? That's good enough. Yes, I did see that Sean Ryan interviewed Hunter Biden. We'll have to save that for another day. Mom and I need a night off. It's time to go to bed. The lights are on, but nobody's home. We're cooked. But folks, we hope
Can't you tell from the last 20 minutes of the show? Must be the sweater. It's cutting all the oxygen off to your brain.
My God. Candace Owens. I mean, how
Oh, goodness.
do you know her? People are like, she always brings the receipts.
Oh my gosh,
99,
she's so smart. I want to be just like her when I grow up.
99.9% of the time, she brings the receipts. We should do a Candace Owens. I'm going to do blackface. You should do blackface Candace Owens.
Really?
Let's take it to the next level. And then I'll be the person who calls in and I'll be like, yes. We should do it.
Or we should just wear a big sign around my head that says, I'm Candace.
No, but you've got the hair. All you need to do is put on some blackface. And you could be
I don't
Candace.
have black hair, and it's not short.
Don't be racist. There's no reason. You can just be you. You could have put on a weave. I mean, come on, sister. Ernest, good to have you here. All right, folks, listen, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for the night tonight. We'll have the drawing. We're going to make all these donations go. We're going to bring all 3 lists from October, November, December, put them all together in one giant wheel of fortuitousness, and we're going to spin it. If you hear this show over the weekend and you're watching, and I know there's going to be people who do. I know Tam's going to watch. Several other people watch over the weekend, and you want to enter the contest. Once again, here is the contest. You can do that, and we'll put you in, okay?
As long as it's in.
By Monday.
I would say by Sunday.
Sunday night, it's got to be in.
By 11:59 on Sunday.
Here it is. Get yourself the 4 autograph picture, the 2025 donor shirt, which is, that donor shirt hasn't been made yet. That's just a placeholder. You get a hat. You get the $120 Columbia jacket, which I haven't designed yet. I got to design that too. The Rock and Soul book by Barry Morgenstein. You get the Woke Mind Virus signed. You get a American white oak flag by Flags of Valor, signed by Eric, who is a OIF and OEF veteran for 11 Bravo Infantry. You get yourself a mug and a $50 gift card to the Don't Unfriend Me Show for $25 entry. Why not take a chance? Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Come in here. And there's 4 other prizes you can possibly win. Hoodie.
Happy birthday, Kat.
Happy Kat.
Tomorrow.
Kat, happy birthday. It's Deirdre's birthday today. So let's say, no, that was yesterday. Doesn't matter. Deirdre, happy birthday today, yesterday, whatever. And if you want to get involved and you want to put the $25 in, you may, up until Sunday night, go ahead and put it in. We'll count it. $25 gets you in. Olivia, say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the show and being here and dealing with our lunacy in the last 30 minutes.
The Colorado Avalanche are about to have their 25th win. Quite possibly. I said quite possibly, if things keep going well. Thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. I will not wear this thing until next year. And it just is so damn, God, I feel like when I wear a condom.
I'm not going to say it. But you don't wear condoms, dear.
It's because I like to take 99% of the risk. No womb can hold my semen because it's super special forces semen.
We only have 2 children. Nice. That
If
you
were,
know of.
If you were Andromeda, maybe. But you're not. Your womb isn't strong enough. My baby would kick right through your uterus. Good night, everybody.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.